thank you to Sam, the guys over at DNA Studios, for again being the home
of the Fury Unleashed podcast.
Yeah. Look at that. You sound pretty gay, dude. I don't know why we did that together.
Hold on, let's do it again, and I'll chime in. We'll be like a gay three-way.
Hey, so let's kind of recap quickly. Fury FC 77, Denver, Medeiros and Murphy, man. That was a fun fight.
It was a fun fight.
That was a big fight for Medeiros, man. I wasn't sure. I mean, I said it beforehand. I wasn't sure if he could get past the size and the power of Michael Murphy.
Because Murphy comes out guns blazing.
Dude.
Every time. Every time.
Yeah, they spent a lot more time on the ground than I thought they would. But it was an exciting fight on the ground. It wasn't like just,
They spent a lot more time on the ground than I wanted them to
there.
spend
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
They did, but it was a smart game plan for Medeiros. And
was.
when he was on the feet, he did just enough to keep Murphy defensive, and then he was able to get on those takedowns. But every time Murphy got up, man, he was hunting, and he was hunting from the bottom too, throwing triangles up a couple times, and was working for submissions.
And the minute he gets back to his feet, what's he start? He starts slinging,
dude,
guns blazing. Dude, I put that kid on every card if he wants to.
I mean, he's so much fun to watch fight.
Yeah.
I think if we were to sit back and make like here's a top 5 most exciting
he's in
Fury
there.
fighters.
Yeah.
He's for sure in there.
You want to make a list real quick?
I mean, sure.
You want to pop them off?
We do have a show to recap and a special guest.
Hold on.
To get on.
All right,
Pop your top 5 exciting Fury guys.
Top 5 exciting Fury guys right now. I'm gonna go Cameron Smotherman.
Okay.
Josh Van.
Yep.
The Asian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Asian one.
The Asian one. The Josh Van, Michael Murphy.
Yep.
Exciting.
Kale Moniz.
Dude.
I want to say Miles Banks, but he hasn't made his pro debut yet. But
Zach Reese.
He is a fun fighter. Zach Reese. Yeah. Easy.
Zach Reese, it's fun to watch him.
Moreno?
The one that just knocked out Shane Torres.
Kale Moniz.
No.
Abdul Kamara.
Abdul Kamara.
Abdul Kamara.
That dude had lightning in his hands.
Yeah. That's already past 5, so.
I mean, it's that easy, though. There's so many that you can go through.
They really are.
And that doesn't even...
And Rich has been through them all.
Thank you. All right. Hey,
but they're right here. You've looked at this list a bunch of times. I know, right? I don't know. What do you think I meant?
I just like you. In our co-main event, we had Austin Jones picking up a submission victory over Lance Wright. That was a fun fight. It was really cool to see the crowd, like it was purely that was a Factor X crowd. Like they were
100%.
They were super hot into that, and Jones seemed super emotional for him. So congratulations.
Yeah, I like Austin Jones. He's kind of on a skid there. He lost a couple of fights in a row.
He goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Win, lose.
Yeah. It's like he's just got to unlock something to get to that next level.
And there's
I like watching him fight. He's a good fighter.
Never no hesitation when you call him, though, for a fight.
Yeah.
No.
He doesn't ask, or can you find me somebody else, somebody different?
Philip Latou finished Kimo Lewis in the first.
Bro, Philip looked great.
Man.
I called his coach yesterday and asked to bring him back. He went out there guns blazing, too.
Yeah, he did.
It's exactly what I want to see in a heavyweight.
Yeah, that was a fun. And then I think the fight of the night was Zach Riley and Adam Martinez, man.
Oh God,
is Adam Martinez ever in a boring fight?
Never, man.
That's another one in the top 5.
He's got to be. Yeah. He came over. So during the fight, I think it was the second round, maybe the beginning of the third. There was a low blow, and the other guy gets his time. He walks over, he starts talking to Eric, and we're sitting there, and he goes, "Man, I fucking love this shit," and walked off. And I was like, "That's such an Adam Martinez moment, man." And then I got this.
Badass picture.
Yeah.
You know what I was going to say? Like, every picture from that event looked fucking amazing. I don't know if it was the lighting. I don't know if it was from where you shot them this time. But the angles on every one of those pictures.
Yeah.
That's just Rich Burmaster's
I know, but
perfection.
did you see the Christian Strong one that you posted?
Yeah.
And I zoomed in. Dude, that's a badass picture.
So I used
blood all over the Fury glove.
I used a different lens this time.
That was great.
Because generally I'm up top. I have to use a shorter lens. And I get some amazing angles up there.
Those are OnlyFans pics that should have been on OnlyFans.
Those were amazing. Like I'm pretty stoked about the way those came out.
Yep.
Eric's telling you they're so good he wanted to masturbate.
Yeah, those are OnlyFans pics.
I don't blame him.
Yep.
Also on the card, Celine Haga defeated Stephanie Skinner by decision. That was actually a fun fight.
Skinner said 7.5 years it's been since she's fought in front of a live crowd.
Has she given you a reason why she took so much time?
Welcome back.
She made a big post. I didn't go through
You
all
didn't
of it, but I saw 7.5 years.
Yeah, you get about
Sorry.
3 to 4 lines out of me
Sorry.
too. It's like, all right,
I mean, it was long.
If it starts like long post alert, guaranteed I'm not going to read it all.
Yeah.
Man, a fun fight also on the card was Alex Rigo and Micah Haas.
Yeah.
Like back and forth. Close fight.
Obviously, Rigo's on a bit of he's 0-2 now as a pro,
Yeah.
but he went pro coming off a win over Hayden Bryars and taking our title.
It was 8-1 as an AMI or 7. He had
7-1.
Yeah, like he was a really impressive AMI. It kind of reminds me of Joseph Aguilar a little bit. Aguilar was like 6-1 or 7-1 as an amateur, and now he's like 1-2 or 1-3 as a
Granted,
pro.
Rigo's pro debut was Dr. Culpepper.
True.
I mean, that dude's a stud too.
It's funny because you don't realize it sometimes until later on with some of these guys that, yeah, their amateur's career were amazing, but that jump up to the pro is such a big jump.
It's the
Like,
next level for a reason, right?
Yeah, and we don't have any, we don't have any easy pro fights.
Sometimes I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna give a easier fight to somebody, and I think it's gonna be an easier fight, and then it's not.
My surprising performance, I say surprising, dude, Christian Strong looked he let his hands go. He wasn't just wrestling and holding somebody down.
Yeah.
And it looked like he learned a lot from that Elijah Smith loss. Like that was really fun to see.
With some of these guys that like to wrestle, it's great to see them start now wanting to throw their hands. I think it's starting to sink in a little bit that they're hearing that. Well, I personally don't really like wrestlers.
Sure.
That just wrestle. Like, if you make it exciting, that's different. But if you make it boring,
right?
Obviously, I'm going to be very vocal about it. But now some of these guys are starting to be like, okay, well, I'm going to start throwing. You'll talk about an AMI here in a minute.
Man, Kyle.
That's not just you. That's like what
that's
the
a
UFC
lot,
matchmakers want to see too.
Right.
And that's kind of the logic like we teach it.
I mean, that dude Frank at 4 Ounce likes fucking wrestling.
He does.
Yeah,
he likes just holding
guy,
people down
yeah.
and touching booties.
Just get him to the ground and hold him there.
Yeah.
I heard him say that one
Be
time.
safe and win.
Yeah, be safe and win.
It's funny. We talk about Kyle Todorink was the fighter who on this card who came out and threw 3 straight head kicks, like 3 straight, and landed all 3.
He doesn't have to worry about getting taken down.
That is
Cutthroat Kyle. You can tell he's been listening to the podcast too.
That is something I talked to him about afterwards.
He did great.
That we worked with. We talk about like Josh Aliman, who's now people know like he's a wrestler. That's where he comes from. But the reason he went so crazy his first 3 fights, throwing whatever he wanted. What's the worst thing that happens? The guy grabs you, and now you're wrestling.
And then you're where you wanted to be anyway,
wrestling.
right?
And I think Todd
Great
Rank,
coaching.
I think Todd Rank is seeing that now, where that he lets his hands go, he throws his kicks. What's the worst that happens? You
get taken down, get back up.
And head kicks are great for wrestlers too because you don't catch a head kick. Like you have to block it, and so it's fun to see him out there. That was a great performance from him. Also, his teammate James Ford. That dude's just a straight out animal.
They got 2 finishes, huh?
Yeah. Ford with the first round 10-figure guillotine.
Damn.
Yeah. Nasty. I think it's time to bring on our special guest here. Like,
Ready to dive into this?
Yeah, because listen, when you talk about like wrestlers, our guest here today in the house, that was his base coming up. He started as a wrestler, but he's not a like boring wrestler. I think there's 2 things you can say about our guest today. Is that one, clearly by his record, everyone knows now, like he's not boring. He's going for the finish at all times, and also, I mean, maybe the best fighter to ever come out of Texas.
The first in the UFC from Houston.
Yeah.
Well, recently.
I heard he's from Tijuana.
From Tijuana.
Tijuana.
From Tijuana.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know the backstory, Daniel Pineda raised in an orphanage in Tijuana. That's the story we're going to push.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I hear that.
So they're not even listening.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
So let's bring on our special guest
Welcome
here today.
in our guest fresh off
Daniel
a UFC
Pineda.
victory in San Antonio.
Woo.
Daniel the Pit Pineda.
Clue the clapping.
You hear
Come on,
that?
Frank, clap.
You hear all those people?
Yay.
Diego's going to pipe in some really good crowd noise for that.
You want to cut that OnlyFans, or you
It's
want to
gonna
keep
sound
that OnlyFans?
Yeah. We'll leave it for
3
just a
12-year-old
second,
girls
and
screaming
then,
and
and then I'll
clapping.
cut it.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Pitt? Hey, man, look, we got you a little special gift for being on the show with us today.
Look at this.
From our good
Hey,
friends at Howler Head Whiskey.
exclusive, bro.
Howler Whiskey
Welcome
exclusive
to our
flask.
jungle where we get that monkey spirit in us.
Hey, so you fill this thing up with Howler, you keep it in the locker room when you're cornering your boys at Fury.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
That's good, huh?
Hey, it's actually really good.
It's surprising.
You hear that, Dana?
No, it's really good.
It's one of those things that even the first time we had it at the same time together, and you're like, I don't want a banana whiskey. Like that doesn't. There's nothing about that sound.
Yeah.
We were at the Apex.
No,
Until you
we were
try
at
it.
we were in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Oh, we were in
We were
Phoenix.
at the Phoenix show. We went in Dana's little lounge area,
Bro, this is badass.
and like all they had was
Fill it up.
was Howler, and we'll fill 'em- we'll top them off.
Hey, we'll
before he
top
leaves.
them off before you leave. And then just don't get pulled over.
4
yeah.
ounce fighter, former Fury 155-pound champ,
And 45.
And 40.
and 45.
And I think he finished like 3 fights in under a minute or something.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, man.
Total combined time.
110
Like,
in like 51 seconds, and then like the Ray Trujillo fight actually went a little bit. I think maybe Daniel's like trying to make it exciting for people or something. Like, let's
Ray
let
just
this one
didn't-
go a little bit longer.
Ray just didn't want to quit in that.
Yeah.
I mean, we say it
He
went
never
longer.
does.
It went 3
Shout out to
minutes.
Ray
It's
Trujillo.
not like it went longer. Yeah, 3 minutes. guys.
Ray's fight?
Combined
Yeah.
total time on his 3 Fury fights, I think, is like 5.5 minutes.
He had
Like Diego
I mean-
can't last that long with
the
his
Asian woman?
masseuse. Yeah.
I mean, he went a minute and 10 to choke out Dimitri Ivy. You were taking your time. Was that what that was? Okay.
You know what I remember from that fight? He like hit him with the ear thing. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like Dimitri got double unders, and Daniel was like, "Bing,"
Bitch.
and then he takes him down, and then he
Yeah.
takes Dimitri down.
What I thought the funny one was the Elias Rodriguez fight, who he was undefeated coming
Oh,
in, and it was
yeah.
the guillotine choke in the first round,
Under
Black
a
tie
minute.
event.
and it looked like you were just bored. You were just like, I'll choke this bitch and get out of here real quick. Like that was the feeling that came across watching. I'm like, is he?
And I don't think Elias
Did
ever
you
fought
wake
again.
up just now?
He was very strong, actually.
Yeah.
That was
I
at
just-
45?
That was at
55.
55.
455.
I think. Yeah, we. 55.
Was that 55? Rich got his computer open, then he leaves to go rub one out.
Yeah, he's going over there to stop.
The OnlyFans live stream is stopping.
Yeah, the porn starts now.
You'll have to catch us next time. Later on. So what's up, man?
Chilling, man.
Yeah.
I know, right? So, what do you remember the most about your fights with Fury? Your time spent down here before you got called back up to the big show?
All 5 minutes of them.
Yeah, 5.5 whole
He had
minutes.
how many with Fury? 4 or 3? 3 in a row.
3.
3, and
We
they
tried
called
to
you
get him
back.
to like a second 3-fight deal, but he's like, "Nah, man,
I'm gone.
I'm out of here."
No, man. I think they put me against good guys, and I
Yeah,
mean,
Dimitri Ivy's no slouch. Ray Trujillo, you know.
Yeah, Ray Trujillo's tough, man. Ray Trujillo's been around a long time.
Had you fought Ray before on a legacy card?
Yes.
You had, right?
I beat him for the 45 title
And legacy?
in Legacy.
And the real legacy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mixed legacy.
Yeah.
And mixed Legacy.
Okay.
Actual legacy.
Is that what the F stands for in LFA now? Is fake? Is it fake legacy or what?
Oh God.
I mean, there's real legacy and fake legacy. I'm asking for a friend.
Oh my god.
I mean, but that was also during that time where you that was a crazy run you had though. I remember it was Trujillo, Levi Forrest, Ray Blodgett, Frank Gomez, Gilbert Jimenez, Pat Schilling, Mackin Simser were big
holy
to the UFC,
shit, bro.
Like,
Leonard.
Yeah, like it was.
Did you
insane.
one arm Kimura Leonard?
Leonard. Yeah.
One arm
And
Kimura.
I think
That's insane.
if I recall like correctly,
28
Frank Gomez,
wins in all
I think he was out of
finishes.
like Jackson Wink, and it was one of the first guys that we were able to bring in from Jackson Wink to come in, and it was the only guy at that time who would accept to fight Daniel, and it was like, all right, great. And I remember Mick got excited because Winklejohn and Chris Luttrell and Greg all came down to like corner this dude. And then like the look in their face as he's getting choked out in the third round, he's just like, "Man, we didn't know this was gonna happen this way, guys. I'm so sorry. We decided to come down here."
That was actually one of my toughest fights.
Yeah.
I was like, when I won, I was like, oh God, it's over. So that was a good fight, man. He busted me up. He's the one that gave me a big ass scar in the eyebrow.
What year was that?
I was like, oh no, not oh. That was probably 2011. Frank Gomez, 2011. Yeah.
Damn, man, you've been on the scene a long time, man.
Long time.
A long time. You got into MMA when? What year was that? It's been a
I
long.
mean, first fight was
Google it,
2007.
bro. I don't know.
So 2007, and that was how old were you in 2007?
Shit, I don't know.
like
16. I don't know. I just
no, it's like
23.
35.
What I'm trying
back
to say
then.
is, you went straight out of high school into training MMA because you were wrestling in high school, right?
I started wrestling in high school, but no, I didn't go straight into fighting. I went to go watch my brother fight. And then
Okay,
I started
Jose?
training. Yeah, I trained for maybe 4 or 5 months, and I took my first fight. And then I
Straight
fought,
pro.
Yep. Then
There
I
was no
fought-
Emmy.
I fought
Wow.
Jeremy Mahon?
Mahon, yeah.
Yeah, I took him out in 59 seconds.
It says 1:03, so let's give him 63 seconds.
He lasted a minute.
Lasted a minute.
Jeremy Mahon.
Yeah.
59. Golly, man. So
War Training Center. He guested on our podcast a while back.
were y'all
Good dude.
Y'all went so when you started training, your 4 ounce was already established.
No.
What?
Well, 4 ounce was Jeremy's.
Okay.
Jeremy Mahon used to own it.
Okay.
I got a little bit of this story from.
Were you with Tony then? Like
yeah.
Silverback?
I was
or-
with Silverback at that
yeah.
time.
With Tony?
Yeah, I was with Tony. And then
Who was there? You and Ike, Bob,
it was me, Derek, my brother.
Derek Lewis.
hmm
That
Me, Derek.
Yeah.
It was my brother. It was Larry Crow, Scotty.
Gay Scotty.
Yep. Just
And
a bunch of old
Tony,
school.
little Tony was probably like a little young kid.
Little Tony
He
was,
was a
like
little
4,
kid at that time.
4 years old.
Eric's Scotty jokes consist of gay Scotty or one ball Scotty.
Oh, and it was Bob too.
One of the.
And Bob
Bob
one of
was
the two.
one of our
Roll the
coaches
dice.
there.
Crew Bob.
Yeah, Bob was right there with us. So it was crazy, man. It was Silverback. Look,
Silverback. So you were training at Silverback. Jeremy owned
4 ounce.
4 ounce, and y'all fought where and what promotion?
That was IFC.
What the fuck
kinda
was
like-
that?
IFC, it was International Fight something.
I don't fucking know.
What is it? Yeah, International Fighting Championships.
Was it
I don't know-
Houston?
I don't know why I even
Corpus Christi.
It's your
Christi.
competition,
I
bro.
was in Corpus. So back then they were just putting fights on. It didn't matter. Obviously, you probably didn't take 100 fucking people over there to watch you fight.
Actually, we
sell
had
tickets.
a lot of fucking people.
So
that
y'all
went
were
out
selling. Were you selling tickets?
there. No.
You told everybody he was from Tijuana.
Tijuana. Yeah, you were born in Mexico, right? Hear that?
So your first fight, you actually fought on the same card as your brother too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who did he
That's
fight?
awesome. Brian Fielder. Looks like he was a bartender. I don't know.
There's like a picture of him
I don't know.
twirling drinks on the
I
Tapology
don't remember
report.
who Brian Felder
Does
was,
that
but
show the
Travis Wolf.
venue and everything?
Yeah, it was a badass venue.
Yeah,
What's
they
the
were
venue?
at the American Bank Center.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
venue.
Yeah,
It
That's
is.
a good venue.
That's a big venue.
What the hell? So what happened to him?
IFC?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. Let's see. They stopped doing fights
Probably COVID.
right after that, 2016. So, wow, that's a big break. 2016 was their last show.
So they didn't
in
do one?
California.
Oh fuck.
No, they haven't done anything since then. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like-
Hey, promoting ain't easy.
Nah, it's not for
So-
everybody.
so you've actually, man, you fought on Renegades, IFC, IXFA, Bellator.
You're the
Elite
IXFA
XC.
champ. IXFA champ too.
XFA. I think I lost
That
the
was
title.
That was Chris Reed and who was his partner?
I think I lost.
Scott? Was it? It was
Scott.
like, yeah.
It was Scott.
Oh, yeah, the Kyle Myers fight.
Yeah, I got fucking. I was not a jiu-jitsu guy back in the days.
Thanks for
I was
bringing
just
that
a
up.
wrestler.
Wow.
Hey man, this is the Fury
I
Unleashed.
got choked out. I went like in a 4-fight losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
I got beat up by all these guys: Johnny Bedford, Chaz Scaly,
You fought Johnny twice, right?
Johnny twice, and Chaz twice.
But if I recall, and I could be wrong, a lot of these fights during this time, you were taken on super short notice.
oh yeah,
Like,
It's like
you guys-
literally,
yeah.
I lost like 2 weeks later. I'm like,
Right.
I need to fight again,
Right.
like a dumbass. And I didn't know jiu-jitsu.
And granted, a lot of those guys that he
Oh.
did lose to were in.
Well-
they ended up going to the UFC as well.
Yeah, they're all badass.
So listen to this. He fights on 5'8". We're just gonna say it didn't go well. Like he didn't win that one. Then he goes, you know what? Less than a month later, 6'6". I'm gonna do this again. He gets pissed off at that loss. Goes 6'20". I'm gonna do this again.
A couple weeks later.
And then he decides, you know what? I'm gonna take a break, about 2 months, and then I'm gonna come back and fight Chaz Skelly, who was undefeated at the time.
And Chaz is a badass.
Yeah. So I mean, and then you fought on Legacy. You literally fought on almost every big promotion that you could have fought on in Texas. Like
I'm a whore.
Never never LFA.
Well, no, he didn't want to downgrade himself ever. No, he fought Josh Davila, LFA.
I'm a whore.
Yep, Newell and Luque. I remember that because it was a big deal. I think it was it was 35. So I think it was the second time we came back to Houston, and you had just fought Bellator, and it was a big deal. We wanted to get you on that card. I remember that.
Oh, you fought Sanchez on Bellator, huh?
Yeah, Sanchez.
Emmanuel Sanchez.
Emmanuel Sanchez.
That was-
Doesn't he was like one of the top guys
Yeah,
in
that was at
Bellator.
that Toyota Center. I remember that. Damn, man.
Some bullshit right there.
Sitting next to a
I
fucking
remember
legend, bro.
After his run with us at Fury, I remember he had a shot on PFL, at the $1 million thing. Dude, I like had high hopes for him, but then I guess some bullshit. I don't remember the details of it, but like
what ended up happening,
they were
let me
both
tell you.
overturned like 2 no contests. I was hoping that we could dive into that.
What
with him, get
happened
the
is-
backstory on some of that.
Is he went in there
No comment.
and took out their guys way too quick,
Right.
and they didn't like the shit. He wasn't expected to win.
No.
And he went out there and handled fucking business too quick, so they had to come
I mean,
up with
if
something.
If you don't
beat-
want it to
he
end
beat-
quick, don't bring in the pit.
He
Right.
There
beat the
you go.
Movid. He beat Movid guy in like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
And
some
he's like-
Russians, right?
He's like what,
He
20
was-
and
he was-
0 right now?
Finished him.
When you fought him, he was already 14-0. It wasn't like
14-0.
he had nothing.
Yeah.
And
They
but
didn't
that
like
was
that.
the guy they were picking. They wanted
win.
to go against. I think was it Lance Palmer. They wanted him to go against him at
So
the
he
end.
upset him.
And right away it's like, well, that's not what we wanted to have happen.
I didn't want to say that, but I mean, it's
That's what
almost
happened.
like, like WWE or something. Like,
That's
oh,
what
wait,
happened.
you weren't supposed to win, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest and fair, like when you set matchups up in different cities, there is an expectation of like
The hometown boy
the
winning.
hometown guy should win. You know,
Or their prospect
right?
winning. And you had already been to the UFC, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they were looking at it probably like, all right,
Oh,
well,
he's
if
on the
this
way
guy-
down.
Yeah, this
he's
guy
done.
can take Pineda out. He's the next big thing. And you fucking upset him.
Yeah. Fast.
Yeah.
As he continues to do.
Yeah, man. I mean,
So do you look at it any differently now? I mean, I'm assuming you have to, because like back then you were, I'm going to fight on Tuesday, and if there's a fight on Thursday available,
that
I'm
one
going to take
too.
that fight on Thursday too. But even though like I say this, and I also we heard a little bit about your announcement earlier about how it took you a minute to respond, like when you get an offer. Like, is there any thought process anymore at this point in your career into I'm fighting, or is it just dude better make weight? That's it.
Just make weight.
Just make weight.
That's it, man.
His,
Yeah,
his
my
negotiating
manager,
tactics are how fast can I type yes?
literally, my manager said, hey, you want to fight June 3rd? I was like, yes, sir.
So at the last press conference in San Antonio, congratulations on the fight in San Antonio, man.
Thank you, brother.
That was so cool.
I
to
liked
see.
his response in the cage whenever they asked him, "Are you going to fight again or whatever?"
The money?
If the money's right, he didn't
Yeah.
say yes right away. There, that was the right answer.
So then I'm
If the money's
assuming
right.
I'm assuming on June 3rd the money was right.
They signed me to a 5-fight deal.
5-fight deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I signed a 5-fight deal, and
Breaking news.
my first
the money
fight-
was right.
my first fight is June 3rd.
Hell yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Looking
That's
forward
amazing.
to it.
It's-
And his second fight is June 10th.
June 3rd,
They-
June 10th, June 17th.
Depends
It's how the pit rolls.
fight goes.
Yeah.
the
It
fight's
depends on if it goes
fast.
30 seconds or a minute.
Yeah,
Then we'll do 7 days or 14.
yeah. All
That's
depends.
how you determine
So
that.
with all these crazy fights and wars that you've had, do you have like this a favorite fight or like a moment that stands out as like this was cool, man?
One of the best moments, or like one of the fights that I liked the most, was when I fought Johnny Bedford.
Okay.
Which time?
Actually, both times.
What promotion was that when he fought Bedford?
He fought him once for Supreme Warriors and then once for
The same people.
oh they both
Yeah.
Supreme Warrior. I didn't remember their
Where were
both,
they?
yeah.
Where were those
in
at?
Dallas.
So they were in Johnny's backyard.
They
huh?
were in the backyard.
But you're from there too.
Dallas,
born
man.
in-
Who's
I was-
from Dallas?
He was born in Tijuana.
Hey, this is a
He's from
Dallas
Tijuana.
Cowboys fan right here.
You want my keychain?
I can't even talk shit.
My keychain right now.
I can't even talk shit anymore, dude. Like our teams here suck so bad, dude. Like we just have to defer to the Cowboys fans. Like, yeah, your team is way better than ours.
Don't say
Man,
that.
I do like the Texans, but Cowboys are better.
They make it really hard to like them though, don't they?
Yeah. Well, everybody hates on them.
The Cowboys?
Got a lot of haters.
Text Mick and ask him if he likes the Cowboys.
He better like him. I'm gonna choke his ass out. So no. Johnny Bedford was actually one of the fights that just like
Really
the
stands
first
out to you?
Like the first fight, like he was catching me, pop, 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 pop. I was getting fucked up. Next thing you know, I don't know how the fuck I won. I think I knee barred him or something. or a leg lock, and I won.
So he was concussed when he won the fight. That's the level
No,
of talent we're dealing
no,
with.
it's so crazy. And then the second fight we had, I was fucking him up, and I was in the ground just punching him. Next thing you know, I woke up and I was looking up at the fucking lights. I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck happened?
What happened?
I was like,
Right?
did I get knocked out? They're like, nah, you got triangled. I'm like,
What?
the fuck's a triangle?
When did that happen?
What the fuck is a triangle? And yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was the day you decided
That's
you didn't want
awesome.
to learn jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah, literally when I went in the 4-fight losing streak, I was like,
And you
I
started
need to
training.
fucking learn jiu-jitsu. So what year was that when I started doing jiu-jitsu?
09.
So in 09, I started doing jiu-jitsu.
Who'd you start training with jiu-jitsu first?
My first coach was, man, I've been,
Adrian
Because you're
Solis.
belted under Renan.
Kind of like everywhere. Right?
man, I went through Renan. I went through Macaco.
Macaco, yeah.
Man, I wish I would have got my black belt through Macaco, to be honest, or, because I did train with Macaco a long time.
That was going to be one of my questions to you. Is who'd you get your black belt under?
It was under Classy.
Okay.
Yeah, but then he got lost. So, I don't know.
At the end of the day, like, you don't really put the gi on much,
No.
but your fucking no-gi is, like, I've rolled with him before, and it's insane. And the dude's got insane, like, the way he lays his weight and all that shit. Your first fight in the UFC was who, Cameron Dollar? Was it Cameron Dollar?
Mackin Simsums.
No.
Pat Schilling.
Pat Schilling.
Pat Schilling. How'd you finish Pat? He finished him.
Choked him out.
Yeah.
So Cameron Dollar, you got in a one-arm Kimura.
Which one's that one?
Cameron, wasn't it Cameron Dollar? No, it wasn't Cameron Dollar.
Cameron Dollar was
No, go up.
No, who's that guy from Ultimate Fighter that he fought in the UFC and he one-arm Kimura him?
Go.
Because I remember seeing the
well, it was
picture.
Leonard Garcia was one.
No, and then there was another guy after that. Leonard was in Legacy.
No, go down. Damn, I fought a lot.
Yeah, you have Johnny Carson.
No.
Go down.
28 and 14.
Pat-
There's going to be a lot of fights to scroll
Justin
through there.
Lawrence. Justin Lawrence.
Justin Lawrence.
That's the one he's talking
Justin Lawrence.
Yeah, because I remember seeing the picture of him one-arm Kimura and Justin Lawrence, and then it had Leonard right next to him, and he was one-arm Kimura and Leonard as well. It's like side-by-side pics, same finish.
So when we talk about like moments, there's two that stand out for me. Was one the Gilbert Jimenez spinning back fist.
Yeah.
Like the Arena Theater went fucking nuts.
That's the one that that's the one that sent them off,
That's
right?
the one that sent him off. It was absolutely insane. Like I just remember the feeling in the crowd that night. Like even through the first round, it was like he's going to finish this whenever he wants. And then out of nowhere, the spinning back fist comes. I was like, I wouldn't have guessed that. Like that wouldn't have been the way I was going to guess it. And then the next, the Pat Schilling fight, we had a big watch party. And it was all these different.
Is that the one where he fought Andrew Craig on the same card? I mean, Andrew.
I don't remember him fighting Andrew Craig.
I mean,
at the same
Andrew
time.
Craig fought on the same card as you. Was it that fight?
From
Probably.
for Legacy FC9, it could have been.
I think I don't know.
No. When he went into the UFC, there was a time that I had a show in Humble, and it was on the big screen, and him and Andrew were both fighting the
I
same
think
night.
it was his second fight, but
Andrew fought Kyle Noak.
No, that was in Australia.
We were watching
That
it.
was in Australia.
Australia one.
when I fought Mackin
Simsmer.
on.
So it was your second.
You
fight.
rolled him into a triangle,
The
right?
triangle.
Yeah,
I remember
it was.
that.
It was the second fight.
Yes.
Yeah, and Andrew fought Kyle Noak on that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember we were in Humble and we're watching it on the big screen, and I'm not going to open the doors yet for the
Yeah.
public to come in. Like, y'all get out of here. We're watching this fight real quick. Like, it's time for the doors to open. It's like, too bad.
Man, 10 a.m. in the morning, I fought, and everybody was drunk.
Oh, kind of like right now.
Yes. Man, it was badass. That was actually one of the moments like, in the UFC wise, the arena was freaking
Didn't
huge.
you have? Didn't Mick go with you on that? Like, and that's
And that was before Mick was a matchmaker.
yeah. It was before he was just doing Legacy at that time, and he's out there in basically his hometown. Like with this guy he's trained with, who's been his champion. Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I took Mick. I mean,
Who else you take with you?
it was Cody, Mick, and
Cody Phillips?
Cody Phillips.
Yeah.
And goddamn, there's one more.
Was it Frank?
It was Frank.
It wasn't.
Frank Gallegos.
We'll say it was Frank. It was Frank.
It's Frank the
Frank.
Tank. Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank
Who the
Gallegos.
fuck was it? Bob, wasn't it? It was my boy Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, it was Mick, Bob, and Cody.
Shit, man, I could imagine the after party.
All stand-up guys. That's whenever Mick was a Muay Thai guy training with Bob the whole time.
Yeah.
Not a
Oh,
wrestle fucker in the whole
Mick is
bunch.
still the Muay Thai guy.
Yeah, Muay Thai. Mick was like a Muay Thai guy.
He just happens to have got a black belt by now. He just really is
He-
like
He
I
did
just-
it so long. Like I did private with Mick for so long.
He'll
you
tell
know?
you that he hates it. He don't like to train jiu-jitsu though.
No.
That he prefers the standard. Well, then his neck's fucked up too. I
I
mean,
don't like the
Yeah.
fucking gi. Like I just,
man,
as
if
soon
I'm
as
gonna
I-
train though now, I love the gi. I'm too old to not train in the gi.
well, you just want to slow me down or what?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We have
Listen,
Crack your clothes and fight you.
I'm 41. I gotta hold on for dear life at this
man,
point.
we have one gi class a week at my school, and that one is the worst attended class because all we have is everybody's wrestlers. We just have a shit ton of wrestlers at our school. No one wants to wear pajamas and roll around.
Man, I got too much important shit I gotta do to be hurt, and I always tend to get hurt
Just
when I'm
don't
doing
get
no
hurt.
gi.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that. Hey, the older you get, the easier it is to get hurt.
I'm
man.
already old. What are you talking about?
Nah, you're 25 fights deep in the UFC, right?
28.
28 fights in the fucking UFC. Jesus Christ. You know, I think what was
20 fights in the UFC and 28 wins overall.
No, it's
No,
no.
Are you?
I have
how
28
drunk are you? He's got 28 fights.
28 fights.
He's got
Oh,
11,
28 fights, period.
11 fights on the UFC.
Okay, so 11 fights in the
That's-
UFC. All
That
finishes.
was the number that I had for his wins. Not all those wins took place in the UFC, obviously.
Yeah. But 28 fights. So what's up? What was on your side is you started young,
Yeah.
right?
hmm
So what do you think now about like the guys that we're bringing up? A lot of them are starting pretty young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started at what, 21?
Damn.
So actually, a lot of these guys are starting even younger than
Josh
now.
Van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, and we have a lot of little talented guys coming out of our gym, man. They're crazy,
yeah.
and there are a lot of them are right here with you.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see Mercado this weekend. Dude, I've been trying to pull Jose for the longest,
And Craig's fighting.
and Craig Grove. Well, Craig was with
Man,
us for a
just-
long time.
Hey, just think if Frank didn't love Peak, we'd have even more of them coming
know.
over here with us. Like it'd be
Fucking
amazing.
Frank.
Frank, hey, is the peak owner on the couch with Frank?
He's right. So they're on the phone right now. Stop texting him, man.
He likes traveling.
No, at the end of the day, man. I mean, these dudes got to go where they can get the experience and they
Yeah,
can get the
for
right
sure.
fight. So
Oh yeah.
So
building their record is important.
how are you able to like balance your time between like coaching and getting yourself ready for these fights now?
You know, I coach. What is it? Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5 to 6 and 6 to 7. You know, and then but I'm doing it at the same time. You know, I'm there
You're
going at
training
it with
too.
the guys. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like I teach something and then we go. You know, so I'm getting myself ready and everything, and I got to keep myself ready. I can't just be a coach, and that's why I stopped cornering for a long time, and I try to let my coaches, you know, handle it.
Smart
All the
move.
coaches at 4 ounce, I'm like, hey, y'all corner, I'll coach, but yeah.
Obviously, in my eyes, you're the top dog there at 4 ounce. Do y'all bring in guys for you, or is it plenty? You get plenty of work just training with the guys that are coming up.
Man, with the guys that we got coming up, man, they're
They're
all
all-
good. You know, they're all hungry.
Right.
They're all young and hungry. You know, and I'm just the older guy there. And now we got Rafa, like,
Yeah,
son of a bitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
good
we
luck,
need,
good
and
luck.
Bob's been calling us to match this guy.
Yeah.
And Daniel asked me too.
Yeah.
about Rafa.
Yeah, get your shit
He's
straight.
at 45.
That's his way of putting you on blast
45, right?
live on the
He's a
podcast.
55.
He's like, I'm trying to get this
55.
guy
So,
hooked.
look, a 55er that wants to make it out, that want to make it up. I have a 55er that's looking for a fight. Anybody want to fight? He's the guy to fight.
Has he been?
No
he hasn't
pressure.
been to the UFC, right?
Rich Burmaster and Eric Garcia.
I'm just saying.
He hasn't been to the UFC yet, has he?
Who, Rafa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has, right? He's got a lot of fights.
Hey.
So-
I mean,
I had a lot of fights.
I know, but
before
listen,
got in the show.
the things that we have to look at, number one, is going to be his age. Well,
He's young.
how old is he?
Like 30.
Listen, at
Right
30,
there.
yeah, but
Don't say he's right,
Right there.
there,
He's-
because I'm 37.
yeah, but there's a difference.
you've
There
been
is
there.
a
You've
difference.
been there. and
You-
You've made a
you've
name
been there,
for
you're
yourself.
established.
You're 37 with 11 fights in
Right.
Yeah.
already,
And
just in the UFC.
Super exciting.
He's exciting.
Pull him up real quick.
Hey, as soon as, look, I promise you, whenever you have him in your first show, you're going to be like,
Listen, I can't.
This is
spell.
my new
Spell that
fucking
name.
guy.
Spell that name. Can you
This
can you
is my
spell
name.
that name?
Just tell us his name. What's his name?
Rafa,
Rafa what?
Alves.
Rafael Alves.
The turn. There you go, right there.
I mean, he's a sexy looking guy.
I mean,
Just-
that dude's built like a freaking tank.
that's a dime piece.
What's his record?
He's 20 and 12.
a badass.
Look, when we get off air, I think there's a guy in New Orleans that might make sense for him.
Y'all get your shit straight.
Do it right here.
Well, the
man.
other thing
He's
that'd be is
calling y'all
how-
out
I'm
live
fucking calling y'all
broadcast.
right
Give
We,
him
now.
the
there's a
fire
few
line
things
on
we
the
look at
broadcast.
is this guy able to get back to the UFC? Is that somebody Sean's going to
Yes,
be
in a
interested in?
heartbeat. Yes.
How expensive is he going to be? Is number two.
Just pay him about 50,000 to show up.
All right.
You be all right. You know. You
Listen,
know what? Hey
that's chump
Jason,
change for us.
Jason, I'm about to start managing him.
Send him the, I think approved. I'm just-
Done.
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 Only?
We actually do have a guy in New Orleans that he can fight.
yeah,
There you go.
That would actually, they have almost identical records.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Done.
Only though.
Pitt just say yes.
Who's the champ?
I need some of those amateurs though to come out there with him.
Our champ is Abdul.
Who's for the 55?
He's from Fortis.
He's from Fortis.
Yeah, what's his record?
Abdul Salwadi, 18-3.
18-3.
Kareem Abdul Al Selwadi.
I would doubt if Salwadi fights again. He's
Yeah,
probably
he's gonna
go
wait.
to contenders and wait and go.
Speaking of contenders, we got notice yesterday that Van's on the first episode of Contenders.
And
Kick
In
ass.
August.
We
Breaking
also-
news.
Michael Murphy is August 22nd.
and
Daniel Pineda.
no. Did,
Daniel Pineda.
did we get confirmation of Zach as well?
I just said that.
No, you didn't. You said Michael
You
Murphy.
said Michael Murphy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I was kind of thrown.
I'm sorry.
I was
Zach
kind of
Reese.
thrown. Like,
That's why I
wait a
was-
minute,
I
Michael
was like-
Murphy?
And they're
sorry.
both white and they're from the same team.
I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
I know why you made that mistake. But
Yeah, Zach Reese, 822.
Zach Reese, kick ass, man.
Yeah, man. So that's 2 of 20 that I'm I'm hoping.
Our list
two
right
out
now
of
is
20.
about a solid 15 that should be able to go.
Man, I got 20 down.
Yeah, we're not going to get 20, but
Well,
I get
sent an
get
email.
what you're
I sent an
saying.
email yesterday that had
Eric
20 dudes on
Garcia
it.
always sets the bar really high.
Yeah, but you also
he aims
said
to
he was
overachieve.
from Tijuana in that email,
He is.
so I don't know.
He is from Tijuana.
Way better than Dallas.
Who?
You.
You?
My family's from Michoacán.
Michoacan.
Chumbita to Michoacán.
See
the,
that?
the meat market?
I'm not.
That's fucked up. Who said that? Which one said it? That one.
God, where'd that guy go? Who said that? You disrespectful bastard.
Everybody's talking. I don't know who said it.
Damn it. That guy said that shit left. Rightfully so.
Hey,
Motherfucker.
I'm about to take him. I'm about to take him over there.
That man just ran by La Michoacana and
from
ran
Michoacán.
out. Damn.
But that is the last place we want to go, Michoacán.
You don't like the Michoacan?
Shit, nobody want to go Michoacán right now.
To get tacos?
No,
At the meat
I'm
market?
talking about like in Mexico.
Talk
Oh.
about the city, dude.
Down to Jack.
I heard the meat market. The cartel is probably hot out there.
Bad.
The cartel.
No comment from the pit.
comment.
Maybe.
So at the end of the
I
day,
wouldn't
man,
go out there.
you've been
No.
you've been through a lot. You've fought a lot. What's the ultimate goal? Be the champ or what?
The goal is to make money. And, I've
And
said it
obviously
in
you're
my-
the
doing-
money
you're doing
has
so.
to be right.
The money has to be right, man. You know, like I said, I thought I was gonna take it easy. I'm like, you know what? I'm always trying to look for a top 15 guy, top this. You know, I always want the top guys. You know, I like fighting the top guys to get to the top faster.
Yeah.
And I did say I was gonna take it slow. I was like, if I do fight again, I'm not gonna care about that. I'm gonna ask for somebody like in my rankings. You know, I'm what 39. You know, and I got a top 15 guy. So
Badass.
But you
man.
didn't ask for that fight. They asked for you.
they asked for me.
But that's
I think,
also-
I don't know if he had a fight already and his guy fell off, or
So it's
I
an
don't know what.
opportunity.
That
Yeah,
should be a
I
good
just jumped
representation,
in.
though, too, of like where they think you are as well, because they wouldn't allow you to they wouldn't offer you the fight if they didn't think you were going to go in there and be able to either win or be
Dan's
in
gonna
there
start you.
with these top guys.
Yeah, no, that
So at what point did that change for you, where it was like outside of just like you love to fight and want to fight, and it became like I need to stack some cash, like I need to make this, like if I'm getting hit in the head, I need to make it worth it.
well, it's always really been about the cash. You know, trying to take care of my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever I retire, I don't want my family to.
Right.
You don't have to worry. You know
Whenever
what I'm saying?
PFL stole $1 million from him.
Yeah,
It was about that
but
time.
You know what? PFL needs to send me a fucking check.
I agree.
This at least a $250,000 check.
I agree.
They should have told me, hey, we don't want you to win it,
Yeah.
but you have to lose. I'd be like, okay, I'm hurt.
Ow, my ankle.
You know, my ankle hurts. I can't fight.
Hypothetically speaking, this is just fantasy booking right here.
Yeah,
We
this
would
is
never-
not real talk. This
Yeah,
is just
this is just bullshitting.
yeah. We would never.
The fella's just bullshitting over some whiskey.
Fuck that. Send me $250,000 and say we don't want you to fight. I would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of putting me through all this shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was kind of fucked.
I knew
up,
that there
too.
was no way he was losing that money.
Nah, man.
But,
He-
you know.
There was a way.
Yeah,
Call
no,
it-
they found it.
They
yeah,
called the
right? I
commission.
They found it.
mean, yeah.
you know,
we
you
ain't
think
never.
these fucking arms right here?
He called the commission. We ain't never coming back to your city unless y'all do something for this.
I think I'm one of the smallest 45ers out there. I'm fat.
it's all the Viagra's.
Shh. That's that fucking blue rhino, dog. Chill.
Blue Rhino,
That's
man.
that blue rhino.
it's
Chill.
Blue Rhino.
No, hey, that's the gas station dick pills.
That's
Blue
what it
Rhino.
was. That's what did it.
The Diego Reyes's.
Yeah, Diego knows about those. Diego knows
There's
about
that
them
fucking
too.
blue rhino.
Shout out to the homie.
Damn. Hey, you know what, Dana? He needs to sponsor me with this.
You want some more?
He needs to start
I
sponsoring
know,
me.
right? That's good stuff, right?
No, it is. It's actually really good.
Look at Pitt's eating ice now.
Yo, fuck. It's
Yeah, you
taking
should have got him a
forever to get
refill a long
refill.
time ago, man.
Yeah.
Eric's a terrible host.
Fucking
I thought your assistant was gonna refill it for you. What
I
happened?
thought he
He's just
was. He's
Yeah,
just
he's-
fucking
he's
sitting
fired.
out there, man.
over there on the. He's just overseeing.
He says
he's
he's
fired.
making sure y'all don't fuck
If we
me
keep
up.
talking shit to Frank, we're gonna have to. We would bring you on, but we only have 4 headsets, and apparently today we have to wear the headsets like a bunch of video game nerds.
When I told Daniel to come yesterday, I said to bring a DD. Right, Frank.
And he drove his own truck.
And he drove
Smart.
a pretty badass truck.
Smart move.
And he's drinking.
Yeah. Joseph McCain is just straight up just left me hanging.
I've been saying his name wrong for a long
Asshole.
time. I've been saying McCamish. I'm an asshole.
It's McCamish.
It's McCamish.
All right, duly noted.
Hashtag.
Yeah, I don't say Jimenez.
Just say hashtag
Like, you know.
McCamish.
Is it Jose or Jose?
Joseph.
Jose
I think it's.
Aldo
I think
or
it's.
Jose?
I think it's
This fool right
Jose
here.
McCamish.
Joseph. It's Joseph.
Well, that's
Is it
Frank.
Jose or Jose Aldo?
His name is Frank Pineda.
You adopted him or what?
Hey, Frank Pineda.
Frank Pineda.
No, we have a guy. He just signed up to the gym. His name is Frank Pineda.
Frank Pineda.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
In the internet, it says you're Frank Pineda.
Well, hey, did it make you younger in the process
He's
or
my
something? Like,
son.
did you gain some years? I mean, that's always a plus.
There can only be one top dog Frank, so you're gonna have to beat his ass.
He's 17.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
All right, one bottle down. We're going to have to crack the second bottle open.
Make him sign the waiver.
The Pit likes the monkey.
Oh yeah.
He really likes.
Hey,
the monkey.
hey, while we're there,
Monkey, you got a kid? You got a baby, right?
I got my baby girl, Oli.
That's from the monkey. He got that from the hitting the monkey.
Yeah.
hey, speaking of things that'll help you get kids, this podcast is brought to you by OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/Fury Fighting. Make sure you sign up, see behind the scenes footage, see Wayne's dick. There's all kind of cool things you're gonna.
You
got
gotta
to
look really hard, though.
I don't know. You
gotta look really hard. You gotta
it's in
squint.
the background.
Yeah, you got to squint.
of a picture,
You got only
and it's really small.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Have you thought about showing them feet?
It's really
Or
small,
no?
but it's cute as hell.
I'll show my feet. You know what? I got cute ass feet. My toes kind of fucked up, but I got cute ass feet.
You got Howler sponsoring you?
Nah, that's what I'm
yet.
saying. They better start,
Not yet, huh?
man.
Hey, Pitt we're talking off camera before we got started, and Pitt was like, man, I don't do all that. I don't ask for a lot of that, man. I was telling him, dude, you miss out on 100% of the money you don't ask for. So you should hit them up, man.
Holler ahead, bro.
Be like, hey, yo,
This sweet ass flag.
I just signed a 5-fight deal.
Yeah.
I'm currently a UFC fighter.
Y'all are gonna see these all over the tables at
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Kick-ass Howlerhead flasks. Courtesy of our good friends at Howlerhead Whiskey.
That's a badass.
So I can bring my own. Don't be stopping me at the door either.
But see, hey,
Hey, we fully
I love it.
Hey,
It's kick-ass, but, I mean, we drink a lot of Howlerhead. So, I mean, it holds 6 ounces, dude. That's like my first drink. So I'm going to need a couple more of these.
Gonna have just a pocket full of flasks walking around.
Yeah.
Clank, clank, clank.
Just-
Just carry the fucking bottle, man. What do we
Tape
do?
them to my leg. Well, no, man, hey, you can't carry the bottle into, like, the Toyota Center or something. I'm gonna just
mean,
tape a bunch of them to my leg.
You just
or some
keister
shit.
it. You'd be all right.
I wonder if I can corner with
Keister
this.
it. That's a Rich Burmaster. Mine
I
doesn't.
feel like-
Mine doesn't hold that many.
I feel like we're gonna look over and see a drinking dirt a corner. I wonder who's it gonna be for.
Just tell them it's water. They can't prove what's in there.
Yeah, man.
It's water.
Hey, so when you look at you've been there from beginning of 4 rounds to the different iterations, the different moves and different gyms. When you look at it now, like who are some of the top young guys that we should be looking out for coming out of
Well,
your gym?
we have some of the top 25ers.
Not the Asian.
Frank
we don't-
Pineda.
We have
Can't
some of
count.
the top 25ers in the gym. You know what I'm saying? We have,
Y'all just pulled Michael White in.
that little
Ooh.
kid's a little badass.
Yeah, he is, dude.
You know, like I said, man,
That's going to work
it's-
really well for him. Wow.
It's stacking up, man, and then 55, 45, Hector freaking
Yeah.
Hector's really good. He's one of my training partners, that pushes me the most. Him and we're trying to get Dakota, but
What's up with Dakota?
man, I don't know.
Man,
I don't
hey,
want to talk about it.
listen.
Talk to your boy over there to the
Listen,
right.
hey, I don't know what happened, but I've been with Fury 3 years now. I've tried for 3 years to sign that dude, and I mean direct messages, like whatever I can.
Well, he was with War back in the days.
Even-
now he's with us, and
Well,
but
that should be an end.
the problem is
That should be an end. He's a war guy.
yeah, but I don't know why they didn't give it to him. I guess they didn't like him.
No, they hate
Too white.
Rich.
They hate him.
The white disprivilege. Sorry.
Sometimes.
Sorry, bro. No thanks.
Sometimes. Well, there is a clear separation in my duties at Fury and
100%.
me being an affiliate of War.
Yeah, 100%.
So like
man.
it doesn't.
Yeah, stop your
most
shit.
most of the time when it comes to like offering those guys fights and stuff, it goes through Eric. Like hey man, you deal with that. Matter of fact, one of my guys is fighting a War affiliate, and we're War affiliates. I don't know how that worked out, but
They're
we're
fighting.
gonna fight the same team. So yeah, we have tried like for years. Like the kid's super talented, man.
He's got a great record.
He signed with Jason now,
Right.
and Rafa signed with Jason too. So
Y'all got another kid over there. I've been trying to sign for a long time, Alden.
Alden, oh man, he has a fight Friday. He fights Friday, so I think that's his last fight in the contract.
Well, the last time it was the last fight on his contract. He told me I'm pretty well taken care of over here. I'm
It's
good.
because
Well, all right.
I
Well,
don't
So-
know, man.
Huh?
okay.
He said Frank. Listen, and if it's Chico, we're never gonna get shit done.
His man. Who, Alden? Yeah.
Yeah, that's another little badass.
Yeah.
I've
He
been
is,
training
man.
that kid since he was a kid. So he's
Man, I try and figure out like what all these dudes that live in our backyard, why they're not jumping at the opportunity. It just doesn't make sense. Sometimes it just
they're
doesn't
getting
make sense.
$4 more at a different promotion.
It's
It's very rare that you're going to find the UFC matchmaker at
At your show.
regional promotion, especially I would say anybody that's a 25er, 85er, 205er, heavyweight, like,
Yeah.
dude, you want to fight in front
Female?
of you want to fight in front of Mick. Like, why not? If it was me and my goal was to be in the UFC,
listen. Even if you're not in those divisions, if you go
Right.
and you impress, you don't think Mick's gonna share that?
Yeah.
what did he do with Smotherman?
Oh, right away. Yeah.
Dude, he was sitting right next to me during the Smotherman fight. Smotherman knocks out Caballero. Mick pulls his phone out and puts it on the instant
The
replay
screen, yeah.
on the screen, records it, send it directly to Sean and Dana.
Yep.
He's like, look at this
And
shit.
then where do we go? In the back, Howler headshot with Mick.
Yeah.
Like so.
And no disrespect to Peter. at all.
None at all.
No,
even
none
though
at
you did
all.
call
I
him
know-
Caballero.
Yeah.
Even though you did call
I
him
know.
Caballero.
I know. Ike likes to say those Corpus boys don't. Ike's always. Ike is
Hey,
always.
man, hey,
trying
I
to
think
roast.
Caballero's the exception out of Corpus,
I
dude.
could
He's a fucking
understand-
banger.
So is Eddie Torres.
Yeah, Eddie Torres.
So is
That's
Eddie
another
Torres.
good one.
I could understand if you were a fighter maybe outside of Texas, but if you're in Texas, like I don't see why you'd want to sign anywhere else. And honestly, whether you're an amateur or pro, because who does more shows, who has more reach? I mean, who's doing more than we are?
The UFC.
I can't think of anyone. There's shows now. I think Peak just had their first fighter signed to the UFC, Braxton. That's awesome.
Kick ass,
like,
man.
Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Like again, I got nothing against Peak.
Any promotion.
Well, there's some promotions I have shit against. Again, I'll say this loud.
I try to set him up.
Fuck LFA, and we'll go on about the rest of that's. So, like, I don't even think against anybody.
And my man's entitled to his own shit.
Right.
Hey, listen, that's
Those opinions
how
of
it
Rich
is.
Burmaster do not necessarily reflect those of Eric
Well,
Garcia.
But
or
they do
Garcia
reflect my
Promotions.
fucking opinions.
Well, the thing with Rich
So-
is that he's worked on that side.
Right.
So
I know,
he can
yeah.
talk. He can speak from whatever he wants. I don't.
Yeah, of
I've
course.
never been over there,
Yeah, me neither.
so I don't know.
I just think that there's not a better product in Texas, and unless you're injured, it's not like we can't get you fights. You don't have to go somewhere else. You can fight at home. You can fight in Dallas. You can fight in San Antonio. But again, if if you're just not ready for that, there's other promotions to go to. That's cool. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And
I'm
if
not
you
mad
want
at
to go over there and then come over here, it's fine. I ain't got no problem with it.
Not always. I
Well,
get kind of butthurt.
Sometimes Rich holds a grudge, man.
I do. I do.
Hey, at the end of the day, I want to build talent. That's it.
If you tell
you're
Rich
good
no
enough, I don't
thanks,
give a
he's
fuck where
not
you
going to
come
miss
from.
an opportunity to tell you no thanks.
I won't. I don't hold it completely against.
Well, I don't
him,
wanna be
but I
We
mean,
need to make
choice,
some
I mean.
T-shirts, some no thanks Fury T-shirts.
like I would.
No
yeah,
thanks,
Like
Rich Burmaster.
Like Alden's
Fury
a great
logo on the back.
example. If Alden said tomorrow, "Hey, we want to sign with you guys," you're damn right that contract would be there in like 30 minutes because that kid is amazing.
He really
But if
is.
you were, but if it was someone, I'll be honest, if it was a lesser level than Alden and you turned us down before, and it's happened many times, and they reach back out, "Hey, I'd like to get on your show," piss off. No,
See,
thank you.
I
I don't
wonder-
need you. I tried to give you the opportunity.
I wonder if the issue with him is that he's fought with us on some earlier Fury cards before we were, at the level right now. I wonder if it feels like internally that he outgrew Fury. He's on the way up, and Fury will be a step back for him. But we're a different Fury than we were the last time he fought for us.
Back when no one cared.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. See,
Hey,
Frank Gallegos off to the side. Sorry.
hey, if there was no cage combat,
Can we
there'd be
get
no Fury.
Frank a
You're right.
mic so when he wants to chime in, he can just kind of
You're right.
We all
get him like a
start- we all
Bob Barker
started somewhere.
microphone or
Yeah.
something.
When he was fighting for whatever the fuck that was, nobody gave a fuck.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've said it a million times.
It took
This
for
is a-
Mick to get the access deal and start putting shit in play. He got seen, he was pushed, and boom, voila.
This, as I have stated, Fury is a bullshit promotion. But it is the number one bullshit promotion that you can sign with in Texas.
Woo!
And if you want to go through some bullshit and deal with us, fuck it. Come on down. We'll make
We'll
make
make
your
it work.
dreams come true, baby. Don't worry about it. Man, and you're right. Like Mick went through, there was Lone Star beatdowns. There was
He did a lot,
There was
man.
a lot that went through before it actually came about to be Legacy.
Yeah.
And even then, it was like Legacy in the beginning.
The real
different,
legacy.
man.
Yeah.
The real
And
legacy.
look at him now.
Look at
That's
him now.
what I'm saying, man.
Gay ass shit. Is that not what you meant? I'm sorry.
He is game. bro.
He's you see what he swishes when he walks. It doesn't make any sense really. Like you think he'd be more manly when he walks, but he's not going to listen to this. He's not, right?
He swishes.
I'm
gonna text him right now.
I'm gonna send him a recording. Of it.
Highly unlikely.
We're live right now, Mick.
That is crazy. He did.
Is Mick in town?
This is the guy who you
Are we gonna go hit Mojo's
beat the
after
crap
this
out
is
of in
over?
the gym and like
Yeah.
fought every day and then done privates and trained with, and then you see. Over a decade later, the guy's like literally the second or third most powerful man in the sport.
crazy.
Like, would you ever would have thought that looking back that the stupid dingo you're training with would be the guy who would turn out to literally be who he is now?
That's crazy.
You didn't think?
I like how Pitt lays
I
out
don't
on
think he-
like.
I don't
I'm not
think he
responding
thought-
to a stupid dingo insult, man. I don't know what that means.
No,
That sounds kind of racist. I'm not going to respond to that.
he's gonna tell Sean Shelby, "Fuck him up."
yeah.
I don't think that Mick thought that. He's told me the story
Yeah.
over and over about how it happened, and I'm just like,
Well, I remember when,
crazy,
bro.
when he
Dude,
came and he
That's
broke
God
the
at
news
work,
to us.
man. I'll leave it at that, dude.
Like he broke the news to us because we had a radio show at that time. Me, him, and Raheel, and like show
Who?
was the brown guy.
Oh,
We were the show was killing it. Like we had just went literally like nationwide with the show. We were doing awesome. We had GSP and we had Chael Sonnen and we had all these guys on the show, and they were burning red hot. And then Mick sits us down and tells us, he's like, "I've got this dream opportunity, man. Like,
I'm going to go make a lot of money, guys. Sorry.
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go be better than all of you. I just need you to know that." It's literally what he said. And I was
you know
like,
what though?
okay.
But man, it hasn't changed him one bit.
Not one bit, man.
Same dude.
It has not changed
Same
him.
dude.
one
That's
bit.
what I like about him.
Not at all, man.
Same dude, same wife, same life.
Yeah, same shitty pants, like same. He's just the same dude.
I totally
Hey,
set you up
listen.
to insult Andy and you didn't take it.
I'm
I'm proud of you. You've
it's
grown,
easy.
dude.
It's too
Hey,
easy.
we'll go
You've
to
grown.
Mexico or somewhere, and you see Mick in shorts, flip flops, and a Henzo T-shirt.
Yeah.
Why
It's
not?
just Mick, man.
Same shit
hell
you'd see
yeah.
about it anyway when he,
Yeah.
when he walks around.
UFC matchmaker or not? That's Mick.
Yeah. And you know what else that you were talking about? Fury,
Yeah, we talk about them sometimes.
BT,
Yeah.
Brandon Taylor, sponsored by the
BT's coming up.
podcast.
bro.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, he's a Fury Unleashed
He's one of the-
podcast
he's
he
one of
sponsored
those-
athlete.
he is one. He's big.
Is he fighting
he's
this
one of,
Sunday?
He's one of those kids
Yeah.
who came in too. Like he
thought
was
so.
a top level athlete
No, he's just a
before,
fucking
before,
athlete.
before he came to this
Yeah,
sport.
he's an athlete, man. He's really good. Like actually for my training camp, had him actually spar me a couple times. You know, like because he's really quick, and I just wanted to.
Fuck him up and choke him? No.
Just wanted a quick guy.
No,
to it, yeah.
okay.
He's
You wanted
really
to choke
quick.
him out in 30 seconds?
You know, but
Okay.
no, he's really good.
Yeah.
I think he can be really good. That's one guy that could bring. And now we got Denzel. I think that's his first fight with
He's
you.
coming up
Rosso. Yeah.
That's
this weekend.
a big boy.
Fury FC 78?
Yeah, they fight. They all
18
fight
fights.
this weekend, man.
Who else y'all got on this card? You want to break this card down real
We
quick?
got 4 guys on that card.
Denzel
We got Craig.
What up, April
Denzel,
18th?
And
BT,
Jose?
and Jose.
23rd?
and Jose. Yeah. So
Yeah, we got-
you're
we
at
got 4
almost every
guys.
Fury card. Every
Mhm.
Houston one, right?
And yeah, they don't let me in the fucking front door, but
He
whatever.
comes sometimes.
You got to come to the back, baby. VIP.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, dude. Text me whenever you get to the venue. We'll get you through the door. Don't worry, man.
God bless. I was outside after my fight. I came to the front door. I was just sitting there like,
No.
I got guys fighting
That's
there.
insane.
You come to
Can
the
I
back.
fucking get in?
Hey, Tara was at the front looking at him like, yeah, motherfucker, UFC this.
Yeah, get the fuck out. I'm like, damn. So I went home.
Make him wait, Pop.
Yeah, come to the back.
Hey, so let's
Whatever.
let's-
I doubt your dad sees Pineda waiting outside. Like,
He don't work the front.
Sorry.
My pops don't get on the front door
You see
no
what
more.
Well,
I'm saying?
I've seen him hanging around in the
He
general
sits
area
down
though.
and watches the fights or drinks Howard.
I know that, but I've seen him hanging around. He could go help him if he wanted to. So I'm just letting you know. Holler at Pops
just letting
next
you know,
time you're
I'm
there.
Mexican
Like,
and
hey,
I'm
how
not-
come you didn't get me in?
I know how to open doors, so I go to the side.
Woo!
There you go. See
Just
that?
letting y'all know.
Hey, a quick recap of this weekend's card coming up. We got Austin Green versus Juan Adams in the main event.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that one, man. Are we diving into that now? Or are we going to hit on the flip side?
We can. So you've got the undefeated prospect 5-0 coming up versus the
guy who's looking
grizzled veteran now
yeah,
at this point.
looking to
Juan
get his career
Adams.
back on track, make it back to the UFC, get back to the big show. All the implications for both guys are there, man. I'm so looking forward to that fight. Juan Adams, a guy that's got a lot of history with us.
Yeah.
And Austin Green, who's making a name for himself, man, the last couple of fights here in Fury FC.
Austin Green's a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
He's a pro wrestler. He's also
He
a
was on
bodyguard.
AEW.
Yeah, he was on All Elite Wrestling. That's a big fucking deal. And he's on Fury FC, which is an even bigger fucking deal. So looking forward to seeing that fight, man. Two guys. This is one of those fights where I like both guys a lot, and I wish that it could be a draw and everybody goes where they're supposed to go. But somebody's got to win, somebody's got
Yeah.
to lose, and that's happening this Sunday.
This is one of the fights where like I have an extreme bias to Juan. Like
At the end
Juan's
of the
a great
day,
dude.
though, this fight is made really for Austin.
It is. Well, it is, and to
If
be
we're being honest,
fair, but to be fair as
love
well,
Juan.
it is the road to go to the UFC is easier for Austin at this point than it is for Juan.
That's what I meant.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what I meant.
Because
5-0.
Juan has been there.
Dude,
and-
if he goes
yeah.
6-0 with a win over Juan, he's going to go this
He'll
year.
probably have a contender.
Yeah, he'll have a
'Cause
contender spot.
to kind of freestyle on behalf of the UFC, which I'm not authorized to do at all, but they're looking at it like Juan's had his chance and it didn't go the way that it should have gone or whatever. Thanks for coming, but
But I
that's what you
think
mean when you say
Juan-
it's easier for Austin. To
I
make
think
it.
Juan can work his way back up there. He
Definitely.
Just needs, what I wrote in a column yesterday was that Juan has to have some violent finishes. He needs violent stoppages
Yeah.
to catch the eye because
Exactly.
right now he's looked as upon this big kind of slow.
Juan's
wrestler.
got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
right.
I think he needs to go back to his old style, taking
No.
people down and ground and pounding
Just ground and
people.
pound.
Well, he's
hell
got
out
to
of him.
finish.
Like when he got into the UFC,
that Brock Lesnar style.
Yeah, when he got into the UFC, he turned into like a striker, and that didn't go good. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Got to go back where you're good
Especially
at,
where your
man.
base is wrestling,
He's
yes.
so
and
fucking
and
good.
Juan's base is
Like
wrestling.
I've seen him train. Like we took him to go train with Derek, and it's like, to pick up Derek takes a lot.
It's a
For
lot,
real, yeah.
Just go back there, ground and pound, learn how to fucking throw the man's on the ground.
Slam them down, do your shit on the ground.
Also on this
yeah.
card, we got Aaron Phillips and Quintez Sapp, brother of Bob. Sapp?
Oh, wow.
I don't. That's not true. I don't know. If
I was
Dude,
going
I've
to
heard
sell it for you, man.
could be.
God damn,
that
Rich.
could be wrong. I don't know.
Quintez is going to be exciting.
That is his third cousin.
It's his third cousin removed from
He's-
his
I
wife's
checked.
side.
I checked.
He's a 3-0 welterweight. He's going to come out guns blazing.
We got
Ancestry.com.
Keenan Jackson taking on 4 ounces. Craig Grove.
Craig the Caveman Grove making his long-awaited Fury FC return. Man, he fought a lot on a lot of the earlier Fury FC cards. I love the Caveman. He's got a story to tell. We'll let him tell it on the podcast someday. Hopefully, he's got to fight this Sunday.
And Craig's coming off a win on that Paradigms
Yeah.
combat sports.
Yeah, it's a tough fight, man. That guy's good.
Yeah,
The guy that Craig is fighting is good. So,
I'm a fan.
Also up next, we've got Colton England taking on Nick Compton.
Ooh.
Colton was on the prospect watch.
Yeah.
For the MMA Junkie prospect
I
watch.
saw that. I expect that. That's going to be a banger. That could steal the show.
Him and Austin Green both were on the MMA Junkie Prospect Watch, top 5 to look out
Yeah.
for.
2 out of the top 5 right here at Fury
guys.
FC.
Junior Maranhao taking on Nico Echeverry.
Let's see what Nico shows up. Man.
Yeah.
It just
hey,
depends what Nico shows up.
I,
man.
I love
Like-
Nico. I'm looking forward to the fight. But yeah, man, we all kind of went silent whenever he said the fight.
Well,
you know?
I
It's
think
like,
I think listen,
who's going to say what?
I don't think it is a secret at all that everyone is a fan of Nico, and especially the Nico who was throwing head kicks and
Head
letting
kick
his hands
Nico.
go
Yeah, man.
and working to find a finish. Nico
That killer instinct, Nico.
who takes people down and holds position is not a fan friendly look. And it's also, to be fair, that's not going to get Nico where he wants to go.
Not
And
at
Nico
all.
has the talent to
To
go
get
to
where he wants to go,
100%.
yes.
100%. But he's going to have to take some risks to get there, and we'll just see if this is the fight he does.
To
that.
your point earlier, man, you're like, hey, stand and bang, and let them take you down. And if they take you down, what's the worst going to happen? I mean, that's where
Right.
you wanted to be anyway.
Right. You've got Jose Ceja and Jacob Silva kicking off the card.
The
That's
little
gonna be-
animal.
That'll be a fun scrap. And then this undercard's great too. Kevin Kent, Trayvon Coker, Jacob Berry, Ricardo Canales, and Jacob Romero, and Jose Mercado. Plus, we've got Brandon B.T. Taylor, Matt Costello, Abram Van Hout with a 155 title. That got really loud for a second.
Yeah, we're getting feedback off of Pitt's mic.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's-
tuck
let's
that
do this.
somewhere.
Pitt's got to call his manager real quick. Breaking news again.
Uh-oh.
He just signed a howler.
What could be happening? We'll be back right after this.
So that's the card for this weekend, guys. Make sure you go to furyfc.tv to pick up those tickets.
That's the pro
today.
card.
Today, that's the pro.
He broke down the Ammies, too. He went through the
Can you
Ammies.
say that real
That was why we were getting feedback off of Pitt's mic. Pitt just, throws shit wherever he wants, and
Hey,
he
that's
couldn't hear
Pitt.
it.
That's Pitt.
I know. We have to deal with it,
That's
or he'll
Pitt.
choke us in 30 seconds or
All
less.
right, so here we are. You've signed a new 5-fight contract. What do you like? Do you have a date? Like, hey, listen, I'm gonna fight these 5 out and then done. Or are you just gonna take it in fight by fight?
I'm gonna fight this fight. Hopefully everything goes good, because anything can happen in MMA.
Sure.
And maybe one more. So I wanted to fight 3 times this year, and we'll go from there. Maybe
Obviously,
win
you're
this
going to
one.
fight all 5 of these fights.
We
Yeah.
just signed a new 5-fight deal.
There's
so,
no way.
mean,
I could not believe that you couldn't tell me if he could. You win this next one, you go. Oh, then I'll take another one. You win that one. There's no way you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm good.
Hey, it's time to call it a career. I've made all the money I want to make.
enough.
You're getting closer to the top.
We're gonna end
ranking
it on a
there.
streak.
So let's win this one.
Right.
Win the next.
Win the next.
Let's talk to UFC.
This is
Get more money.
Gotcha.
Diplomatic pick.
And then we'll keep going from there.
So when you so like this
Hey,
five,
this is a new diplomatic pick.
I like
we
this.
haven't seen
but
this
this
guy. I like
5-fight deal that you got, there's not already a base pay set for every fight.
It is.
It is, but you're in your
But
mind,
he's,
you're
but,
like, I
but
don't know
he's
if I'm
open
gonna
to
do all
hold
5.
out and renegotiate.
What is there for him to lose at that point too, though? Like,
Yeah. After the second fight, if I win 2 in a row, then I can negotiate.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I
When
love
you
it.
lose, when you win 2
When
in
I
a row.
win the next 2.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they said. You know what? Here's a top 15 guy.
Yeah.
they're trying to-
get
And
this
I'm
dude.
down for that.
They're trying
You
to
know,
weed him
like,
out, but he's been proving people wrong his whole career.
My whole life.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna weed him out.
I don't think so
This
either.
man's done when he says he's done.
So I think this is an exciting fight. When they announce it, I think
Yeah.
I don't see us being the fucking undercard.
Nah, probably not.
And it sucks that
It would have been cool
Is
if
it-
you would have been at least opening on the main card on the last one.
it was.
yeah,
He was the first
Was it?
fight.
Okay,
It
I
wasn't
was
what-
drunk when I was watching.
It wasn't supposed to be.
yeah. Someone
But
fell
then
off.
Wait,
Somebody fell off.
it was the free show on ESPN. My bad. You're right. I stand corrected.
Yeah. Then they moved us up to the first one, and
Yeah.
Wayne's already had too many howlers.
yeah. You know what? Take that away.
It's only one howler.
Take that away from him.
Hey, I poured half the bottle in my last drink.
This forgetful moment brought to you by Howlerhead. Make sure you get that monkey spirit in you.
They sell these flasks anywhere?
Hey,
I think you can go to their online store.
That
Look at
still
that, man.
sucks
Look
less
at
than
Flash.
saying the wrong guy's name as the winner.
Yeah,
That sucked
it
less.
does. It does. To be fair, though,
That sucked way less.
it happens.
When did that happen? Never.
Never.
Ever.
That was an LFA.
Thank you, Howler.
That was that LFA. That was that. What's that? What's that ring announcer at LFA that looks just like you?
It doesn't matter what his name is.
He looks just like Rich.
God, I hate you
What's
so
his,
much
what's
right
his
now.
name?
It
Doesn't
doesn't matter what his name is.
Doesn't matter.
Well, he's the head. He's
God
the,
damn, he's just terrible on picking up on context clues.
He just wants to keep going.
You want to market
Hey.
this guy? Are you trying to sign him? I mean,
Hey,
shit.
so Pitt.
Hey, LFA, call me.
doesn't Rich look like him? Be honest. Rich looks like
No,
that.
not at all.
Kendall.
White guys, like look. What?
Candle? What's
Are
a
you-
what's
Mike
a,
Kendall.
a candle? What?
Are you
You just had to
racist?
say his name on your fucking
He's
podcast.
Are you
Hey,
saying all
he's
white
very-
people
What
look
a,
alike?
very
what a
racist.
dick
Hey,
move, dude. Hey,
thank you.
you
This
have
is the
numbers?
brown side right here.
So we look alike.
This is the brown side
I
right
thought
here.
we were all Team
You got
Fury
Latino
here.
heat on this side over here.
This is, hey, what did Diego say? This
My
is
mic just came unplugged.
this is Lulac.
That's what I
Hey, did your Mike Kendall just come unplugged? We're going to plug that name as much
I
as
am
we can.
no longer plugged in. Let's find
Good.
out.
No, shout
Oh,
out
right
to Mike
there on the
Kendall.
floor.
Never met you. I'm sure you're a great
Where?
guy.
Right here.
What are you
Where
pointing
just
at?
stepped on it.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, you can't step on that and unplug
No more
that.
drinks for him either.
Yeah, we're all
Rick-
cut off.
Rich, this is Lulac.
Hey,
Am I back? Am I back?
it's not quite
Where'd you
time for
plug
the
it in?
talk to be over yet.
All right.
We got like another 20 minutes to go.
He said in my back sound a little more gay, but
Yeah.
Daniel said, yeah. This whole thing's not powered
Not that
up.
there's anything wrong with that. That was me that you just unplugged, but you got me back in. There we go. Wow. Hey, Diego, this is all your fault.
All right.
For having a
I'm
real
back.
job.
Oh, thanks, Brian, for walking in when we needed technical help.
Hey,
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
All late.
Hey, Brian, I heard you got fired earlier, man. You didn't-
Hey,
no,
did
no,
you-
we,
I don't
we
like
feel
these.
like gamer nerds.
Have you
like,
been-
this isn't cool at all.
Have you been to
I
your
like
office yet?
Yeah, there's
And
a
seen
there's
how
a there's
all
like
your
a pink
all
note
your shit's
on
in a
your
box?
desk. Everything's in a box. It's like waiting for
Yeah,
you.
it's cool. I don't know.
Sam told us to tell you to check that whenever you got. I don't know what it means. You know.
Yeah. It was,
Hey, this asshole on the undercard, man, he was in my ear, and he tells me when to go, like whenever the replays are done and whatnot. And he's like, "All right, and go, Wayne." And then I go, and during the undercard in Denver, he's like, "All right, go, Wayne." And I would go, and I was talking, "Go, Wayne, go." And I'm just like about to lose my shit, but I got to hold it together. You asshole, I know what you're doing, and this is the only place I can call you out for because I can't do it live on the air.
Oh, good. For some reason, the delay got reset to 5 seconds
Oh yeah.
in the undercard. For some
Oh wow.
And 7 seconds on the main.
I was gonna say like 7 is standard. 5 is like better, I would think.
From us to them.
Okay, all right.
From you to us should only be 1 second.
I gotcha. So, okay, I thought you were fucking with me, but okay, there's, all right, there. Hey, who would have thought there'd be issues at a new venue in Denver, out of state?
You mean the amphitheater that is good for plays and everything?
Yeah. It was a fun venue though. It was fun once we got going and got everything figured out. It was a fun venue. Good
It's gonna be
time.
my last weekend.
As long as the crowd was fun.
I think I go
Yeah.
to camp.
Poor Rich. Poor Rich.
Yeah, poor Rich
I start camp Monday.
down there
Hey,
shooting the
I've
best
got-
pictures ever.
I'm sitting there I've got my camera in my hand. I've got a headset on that's been handed to me because Eric's running around. I hear Brian yelling. I'm talking to Brian and I'm aggravated. I've got fighters walking up. You can be completely surrounded by shit and somebody walk up. Hey man, I'm like, oh, I'm not busy. I'm not trying to get the show going. My bad. How can I help you?
Hey,
with your fucking glove.
Hey, the ring card girls dressing room is going to be right over here.
Yeah,
All right, it's right over here in case
I'm
you
like,
wanted to know.
I'm not
Yeah.
getting dressed with him. I don't
I saw,
care.
I saw that, man.
I'm
That
just-
particular interaction.
see
I was
me
like,
s-
yes. And he's like, hey, I'm just doing my job. I was like, no, you're really not. You're kind of
you're
interrupting
not.
the job.
I don't need all this extra information.
That's
shout
every
out,
show.
Shout out Mark Finley.
I know it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
But I'm not just taking pictures during a show. There's other
Rich
shit-
Burmaster isn't doing shit during
There's
a live
other
event.
shit going on. And hey, before we get going, big thank you to our new friends at CityCast Houston. They just hired a crazy brown guy named Raheel Ramzanali to be their lead podcast host.
Okay,
And,
I don't know who they are, but I know who Raheel
We're doing
is,
a little
man.
partnership with
I
them.
got to get familiar with them now.
So thank you to the guys over there.
Hell yeah.
And, man, Pitt,
Congrats, Raheel.
I have a question for you that I think will help a lot of young fighters.
Y'all just missed him saying this is his last hoorah because he's got to start
So it was the
camp.
last time drinking, right?
Yeah, but y'all
Well,
are
just
fucking
crack that fucking bottle open. What are you doing?
talking,
Fucking Brian Duvall distracting
talking to
us,
Brian
man.
about
Sunday.
Well,
Sunday
how
will be my last day.
unprofessional is that?
Sunday?
Sunday's his last. So he's gonna drink with us at the show.
Fuck yeah. All right, hey,
all
yeah,
right.
let's do it. I'm drinking the whole show now. Let's
So
go.
so you started in wrestling.
Damn, he finished.
Right?
Started wrestling.
Wrestled in high school, but you're not known for this. Like, you're not a wrestling fighter.
No.
Like, but even though you're first till 2009, you were fighting for almost 3 years with just wrestling.
Just wrestling.
So, where did you get the confidence to, like, you're an exciting fighter, man. Like, you're always, if you're gonna win, you're gonna finish them. So, where did that confidence come from, and when did you decide that, like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw my hands?
When I got to UFC,
Yeah.
when I got to UFC, it's like I can't just take people down, man. It's you know what I'm saying. All the some bitches are hard to take down. You know what I'm saying. They all got wrestling. They all got jiu-jitsu. They all got. So I needed to learn everything, man, and that's why, you know, I was happy to start training with freaking Frank, you know, and Chico and just all my guys, you know, with Bob.
Yeah.
You know, Bob always tried to get my stand-up up there, you know, but I was always like, nah, I'm a fucking wrestler.
Right.
I'm going to go in there, I'm going to take you down, and that's it, you know. But it started with Bob. Bob started getting my striking up, and then I really started when I got in the UFC, and I'm like, you know what, I can't just take this assholes down.
Yeah.
You know, so I just started throwing down. I mean, if the takedown's there, I'm going to go for it.
Right. Yeah, but even with that, your style is even with your wrestling, you're not taking them down and holding on to their nuts.
I'm not wrestling. I'm not wrestle fucking everybody.
Right.
No, I'm going to wrestle you down and beat the shit out of you.
Exactly. Or are you going to choke the shit out of them if that opportunity is there? And, like, you've even early, like, that's who you were early too, though. Like,
Since the beginning.
you were always going for those finishes, and that's something that Eric and I are constantly talking to fighters about. Is that we have all these great wrestlers who come in and they're scared to do anything but wrestle because they're scared of losing. Like, they're worried about, like, if I catch an L early in my career, like, it's going to matter somewhat, somehow. And I think you're a great example of, I don't think it mattered what your record was at any point in your career. You were constantly
There was no
finishing
play it safe ever.
There was no play it safe ever, and promoters see that. And UFC saw that. You know, it wasn't like you had this pristine 1 and 2 loss record and you went to the UFC. You'd already had some wars back and forth. You know, so
He had a lot of wars. I remember one of my favorite fights was like him and Ray Blodgett.
dude, Ray Blodgett.
That was at 55, right?
Yeah, that was Legacy. 2010.
He was the-
11,
Did y'all fight
2011.
twice?
He was a 55 champ
Y'all fight
He
twice?
was.
once.
One
You
time.
fought Levi Forrest before that, I think.
I fought him after that.
After that, yeah, 'cause
He was the
Defended.
170 champ.
he was, yeah.
So there's never been
Damn.
any hesitation in Daniel to fight bigger guys with great records.
So what do you tell these like young up and coming fighters, like, because you're a guy who, do you tell them to go the route you did, or because to
It
be
worked for
fair, it worked for him, but also I think if you went back to 2009 Pineda and said, hey man, stop fighting every 6 weeks, every 6 days,
2 weeks.
every
So-
6 days, like what do you say?
So it is. Don't cherry pick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all these guys right now, to get to the UFC, people literally are just cherry picking and then win one good one and then go.
But it shows when they get there.
They get their asses kicked.
Get
and then
exposed
they're out.
real quick.
They get in, they get out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the bad thing about it. Once
Right.
they get in, they get out. So I think, you know, get good fights. Don't get a guy that's fucking 0 and fucking 5.
But if the record looks
Yeah,
the
get
same.
a good. You know what I'm saying? Get
Like-
a fight. You know, don't be too picky with it either. Don't fight every month.
if you're healthy,
If you're healthy, I mean, if you're good, you know, if you go in there and just beat the shit out of the guy, and fight.
well,
again.
let's say y'all got how many? Y'all got 4 guys on the card this weekend.
Yes.
Let's say they all go in there and they get first round finishes and nobody's hurt.
Yeah, in a month and a half, get
Be
them the
ready to
fight.
go again.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, let them enjoy the win. That was one thing with me. It was all about the money, you know, because I quit my job and I'm like, I need money.
Yeah,
You know,
I gotta fight.
I was like, I need a fight to pay the bills, and that's why I don't want my guys to go through. You know, I'm like, at least take a month off, enjoy it. You know, enjoy it for like a week, and then get back in there. You know, but you should already be training.
Right.
But
if
don't
you,
take.
if you stay in the gym, it's a lot easier to.
Yes,
Now, but the majority of your career, you had a full-time job
full-time job.
and you were training,
Mhm.
and that's one thing that I think fighters today don't understand.
They're spoiled.
Like, well,
Yeah.
so this is the problem I have in
Millennials.
my gym with a handful, not everybody, a handful. Man, coach, I work all day, I do this all day, and then I come here and I only get a couple hours. It's hard for me to make it in. It was like, well, no, you got to fucking want this more than anything else to make it
Yeah.
in here at night. Like, that's the hardest part, to walking through the door. And like, you're a living, breathing example of it. Is like, how did you balance that, like, life and family and work and this?
You know, like it's crazy because like I used to live in Katy. I used to drive to Willis to work,
Damn,
And
that's,
then-
that's about an hour and a half easy.
Yeah.
and then I used to train in freaking Spring Branch with
Tony and them.
Tony and them. You know what I'm
Silverback,
saying?
yeah.
So just think about that. It's like
Mm-hmm.
take off at 5 a.m.
Katie
Work.
to Conroe to Spring Branch. Oh my
Work.
God.
I get off at
You
5.
spend half the day driving alone.
Then go to Spring Branch from Willis. Traffic hour at 5 o'clock. Traffic. Get to
Probably
freaking
at
Spring
7 o'clock.
Branch. Get there. Start training. And then get home by like 9.
And do it again the next day.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's a
then
fighter. You know what I mean?
That's and that was my life, you know. And I could only train one time, a day.
Yeah.
And
So
I was,
you'd
I,
do
I was,
that 7 days a week if you
I
could
was,
have.
I was married the whole time, you know. So it was like, that's why I'm happy with her because she took, you know what I'm saying? Like she put
Yeah.
up with the shit.
She
Now
took the
she's
risk
reaping-
with you.
But now
She
she's
put up
reaping
with,
the
and
rewards.
now
Yeah.
she's exactly.
She's reaping the rewards.
You
man.
know, so
That's a good woman.
that,
How-
you know,
She's the one that told him, hey, if they ask if you're going to fight again, tell them when the money's right.
Yeah.
no, she wanted me to retire.
Did she?
She's all like, "You're done." I'm the one
Yeah,
that
she
said
wants him
it.
at home.
Hey, after
Yeah.
that last performance, you ain't done.
Man, I said, I got my baby girl. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have everything I didn't have.
You have one baby?
One daughter.
That's
Any
awesome.
plans
Thank
for
you.
more?
The thing with is that
He likes to ask
We
that
can't-
question.
Hey, I got 3.
how do I say it?
I
It
know,
cost
I know,
me
brother.
30 grand to have a kid.
I got you. My,
You see
hey,
what I'm
my,
saying?
my first one cost that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my daughter,
How
it
much
was
did
30
the other
grand.
6 cost?
The other one just happened afterwards.
How
I was
much
like,
Really?
Yeah.
How much
hey,
did the
be
6
careful.
after that
IVF,
cost?
right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't know, bro. Be careful. Like,
Yeah.
All I know is I turned around. I was like, we paid for one,
Yeah.
and I was like, awesome. And then out of nowhere, it was like again. I'm like, what? We didn't. This one's the.
This
buy
isn't in
one,
the
get one?
budget?
What was this?
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
isn't in the Dave
Yeah,
Ramsey
we did-
budget.
But when you
we
do it
did
like
IVF.
that, you can put 2 in there, right? If you want to have twins.
We put a bunch, and only like so many stuck or
Yeah.
whatever.
So like we put 2, and come find out it was 2 girls,
Okay.
and only one came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but for her, she can't get pregnant no more.
Right, right,
she
right.
has to do IVF no matter what.
Gotcha.
That's, yeah.
You know,
okay.
so that's what I'm saying. So
Right, it costs
she's all like, I want to have another one. I gotta fight.
You gotta
Yeah.
fight. Yeah.
Hey, get that bonus.
I gotta
that
go.
bonus.
That baby literally has a price tag on it.
No, she literally cost me $1 million because at the time that I was doing that, we were doing the IVF.
Yeah. See,
And,
that
and
makes,
you know
that makes so
that-
much sense. But
you,
this stuff
you know the
doesn't get
IVF,
reported.
right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
in the IVF, you gotta put shot
Yep.
girl hormones,
Yep.
right?
Yep. We did it. Yeah.
Okay. Did you
yeah.
ever wear gloves to do any of that?
No.
Okay. What the
No.
fuck?
Did you?
The only
I
time
didn't
he
wear
wears
fucking
gloves-
gloves.
The only time Rich wears gloves is when he jacks off.
Stupid.
That's just because I'm fucking classy.
It's just because he's
Classy
weird and it's got like a French
motherfucker.
tickler grip on the glove, though. I
No,
mean, it's
but-
like really weird.
But I'm trying to say, like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
just,
yeah.
just think about it. You know, whenever PFL said, "Oh, you failed a drug test," you know what it was
Yeah.
for? Girl hormones.
Which you were medically supposed to be doing.
I
at
was
that time.
literally rubbing lotions on my
Yeah.
wife
Yeah.
while she was trying to have a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That
I was
sucks,
putting
man.
shots in her to have a baby. I was putting patches and everything.
Yep.
And then they're like, "Oh, you got girl hormones." I was like, "Okay, what steroid did you find?" Nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, "What steroid?" Just tell me. Like, you gotta say steroid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if they like, you know what, he's got pop with steroids. They tell you exactly what steroid
Yeah.
it is.
Right.
Trend, whatever. you
Not
pop
one
for.
fucking time did they tell me what steroid. You know what they said? And let me shut up because I'm going back to Vegas. So
Let's go.
they're like,
Let it fly.
Just-
Nobody's listening anyway.
just pretty much settle for 6 months suspension and 30% of your purse. Settle, don't even fight it. If you fight it,
30% of your PFL purse?
yeah, they're like, and if
a lot
you
of percent,
if
man.
you fight it, they're like, if you fight it,
Give up 70.
no, if you fight it, we're going for the most. It's 60, and you're suspended for like 3 years. I'm like, well, fuck, we're not gonna fucking
Yeah.
fight it. Like, what the
Did
fuck?
they ever come out and like admit that like,
No, they didn't
hey,
miss shit.
like we kind of fucked this guy.
Who
He was-
ended up winning that tournament? Somebody that you
Who
beat?
cares? Who
Palmer.
cares? Who cares?
Lance Palmer did.
Yeah, who cares?
That's who he was scheduled
Who
to
cares?
fight.
I was scheduled to fight. Okay,
And,
talk about-
you'd already taken out two
talk
people that
about-
they didn't think
hey,
you would.
think about this. Palmer
This
fought
is the politics
same,
of the fight game right here.
Palmer fought the same guy in the same tournament 3 times.
Yeah.
What is this fucking amateur jiu-jitsu event or what?
Listen,
I mean,
Lance,
He fought
Lance
the guy,
Palmer-
and you know what? I'm happy for him because I think the guy
Yeah.
was from like Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, he got that
Paid,
paid, this
paid,
paid,
paid.
and he
I'm
got
happy
paid.
when everybody gets paid. That's
Yeah, but the
great.
thing
But,
is
but you
that
got
how
to
you
fucking
gonna- how you gonna
process
fuck
and
me?
exactly.
But
And I don't like
also,
that.
when you talk about like a tailor-made fight for you, like,
You're a smoker.
Like Lance Palmer is a fantastic wrestler, but it doesn't matter. Like if you can wrestle MMA, like you can stop a fantastic wrestler to a certain.
But
degree.
even if he takes me down, I'm
exactly.
But man, if you take hit to the
who-
ground,
hey,
who
take me
wants-
down.
who wants to do that? No thanks.
You know, so like, no, that's what I'm saying is like, and you know what? I think he just had a good manager.
Yeah.
You know, so it is what it is. Shit happens. You know, and then okay,
I'm happy
and-
to
hey,
finally have the real story out
Okay.
there, though,
He
because
got
whenever
it
I was
back in the
reading all
UFC
that,
at
and
the
it was
end of the
very
day.
vague, and I'm like, dude, Pitt's not on fucking steroids.
Okay.
I mean, no
I
offense,
would
but I
be
mean,
so
I
fucking
can
cut
look
up,
at you and I
man.
can tell you're not on
No.
steroids. You know, no
Are you
offense.
trying to
Well,
say he's weak?
Hey, I
We
will
both
no,
use
I'm
these
not.
fucking arms.
Hey,
No,
I
I'm
will-
not.
I will
But
say
it's
that,
like, you know, come on. Because I saw what they were alluding to, and it's like, dude, he's not on fucking steroids.
when that came out, I remember I was sitting with my wife and I was like, well, he ain't that big. And I was fucking
Yeah. So,
Hey,
so you knew there was
or a
bullshit afoot with all those reports.
I was like, I've seen my man walk out with some guts. All right, like let's not.
Like, hey, when I fight, like at the weigh-ins,
Yeah.
I'm cut.
Right,
Every
right,
time.
right.
I mean, fuck, I'm dehydrated. I'm dying.
right.
Yeah.
Next day, so I'm fat.
Smooth, baby, smooth coming down.
Every time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? No, yeah. And then the last time when I fought, when was it? Was it Philly? Right? Yeah, when I got suspended again. A prescription I got for Adderall. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I do Adderall.
That's a prescription prescribed by a doctor.
And I took it. It was Tuesday when I took it, and they asked. I was like, yeah, I took it Tuesday.
Okay.
They're like, okay, well, you can't do it.
Hey,
They're
look,
like, fight. They're like, fight. And then they're like, okay, you're suspended. Oh, you motherfuckers.
To be fair, this is an old
What the
profile
fuck?
picture. There's less tattoos, but you boy looks a little ripped up right there. Now, to me, that's
that,
old
that, that was in
weigh-ins
the
too, right?
UFC.
That's the old weigh-ins where
Yes.
you weigh
Yeah,
in like where
He was
there's no
clearly on steroids in the
Yeah.
UFC. I mean, that's hey, everybody's on steroids in the UFC, right? I mean, that's,
It's-
we
it's
heard
fair.
we heard
It's
that,
fair.
right?
It's fair at that
No.
time.
So no, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, you know, all the stupid ass fans, you know, like that just talk shit. You know, is that like
Don't read the comment
come
section,
talk
man.
shit to my face. Come to
So how
forum.
did that?
12525 Jones Road. Come talk shit over there.
12525 Jones Road.
Hey,
That's
his
just down the
name
street
is
from
Frank.
Adrian.
His name is Frank.
His name is Frank.
My name is Frank Pineda.
Pineda.
Go fuck him up.
His name is Frank Pineda.
Hey, so how did that go? You know,
Just ask for
you're
Frank.
Done, you're done at the PFL, and then really like less than a year, you're back in the UFC.
You got a great manager.
and you're smashing
Got a great
Gilbert
manager.
Burns' brother.
I got a great manager.
All right.
Man,
I
Jason's
kind of
a
remember
badass, man.
around that time where even Eric, you were trying to find fights for him, and maybe I'm speaking too much. Diego, cut this if I am, but you like told Mick, like, Mick, dude, nobody wants to fight him. Just
Yeah.
call him back up. Just bring him back up, dude. Nobody wants to fight him. Get him up there so he can get some fights,
Yeah.
right? I mean. That's a testament to you. Like you're not about like all about selling tickets,
So-
keeping shit talent for yourself.
No,
you're
this
trying
dude
to
will
push
sell
people to
tickets
UFC.
too.
So that
Well,
was
I know.
Get him out
I
of
know.
here.
You're like, hey,
So
man.
that was right around the time that like I'd been here just a few months at Fury, and I remember having a conversation with him. He's like, "Hey, he's probably going to get called up anyway, but we need to kind of look for a fight for Daniel." I was like, "Who? Like who?
had
Who's
nobody.
gonna?" It's not,
Nobody
it's-
wanted to fight him on that 3-fight deal that he had with us
different.
originally.
It's different if we're coming back to Daniel saying, "Hey, I have X to fight you," of course. But when you're going, "Hey guys, you know, I know you're looking to build your career, but we don't want to fight Daniel Bennett."
We have Daniel Pineda if you want to make a name for yourself. No thanks.
What
Listen,
weight?
that
You
would be-
choose. You choose the weight.
That would be really bad right now.
Oh, dude.
If that was to happen,
That would have been really bad back
and
then.
yeah, back then, but for sure, if this dude was to get cut for whatever reason, and he
Yeah.
called me and said, "Hey, I need to get on a Fury card,"
No thanks.
the fuck am I gonna match
No
him with?
thanks. No thanks.
Nate Richardson?
It would literally we'd have to sit there and be like,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
hey, listen,
I'd
man,
like to
we-
see it, but yeah,
We've
it's
got,
not
I mean,
good-
we've
that's
got
not a good
some
fight for
guys,
anybody.
but it's not gonna go real well for them.
We just put a belt
No,
on him and this.
But I think to be fair, and I don't know if you've ever kind of like stepped back and kind of looked at it, man. I think you're I think you're like probably the most
Handsome man.
respected, like best MMA fighter to come out of Texas, let alone just like Houston. I mean, I know Derek has like went on and done some crazy. He's fought for world titles and shit. That's no one. Look, none of us would have
Yeah.
stepped back and went, the dude who had his ass cheeks on Raheem Cleveland's head is gonna go out. He's gonna go out and like be driving Lambos and Ferraris every day.
That's
Like
crazy.
no one thought that. No one thought that. But I think there was never a doubt that you were going to go to the UFC. But it's been amazing, like how just watching you consistently be like the pit, consistently be the guy who goes in there and you're like, dude, don't fucking blink. Like we got to
He's
watch.
doing
this
the
fight.
same shit there that he was doing in Legacy.
That's insane.
He's doing the
Insane
same
to
shit
think
there that he was doing in Legacy, man. And at the end in Fury, same shit, finishing, going out there and fucking putting on a show and doing
19 submissions,
Getting
9
bonuses.
KOs.
I mean, it's insane. I mean, have you ever kind of step back and think like what you've achieved so far? Like where you've come?
You're not
Are you
satisfied.
still so deep in it that like it's not time for that yet?
It's just not time for that.
Gotcha.
I just resigned.
shit. You're not
I'm
satisfied.
just gonna go try.
Stay hungry, brother. Stay
I
hungry.
want to keep my, finish it. I want to keep my
You
finishes.
got. Hey,
man.
we got to get to at least 20, right? I mean,
So let's
can't
see,
leave that 19
June,
there.
So June 3rd, we'll go again, and then I could be wrong. I've heard that they're coming back to Houston toward the later part of the year. Like I think that would
Oh
be
shit!
That would be
like
everything.
that would
Oh,
be
shit, that'd be
probably
awesome.
like the story tell everything you would want. But I still don't believe. I don't believe if they came to Houston and you fought whoever ranked in this time in the top 10, smash them. I cannot see you being like, I'm gonna leave my gloves here in Houston.
Daniel's
None-
got 6 fights left for
He's
sure.
got 12 fights. for
I'm gonna
sure.
say minimum 6. He's got minimum 6 left in the UFC.
Yep, 5 on this contract, and then the farewell fight.
That's it. At least 6. If you think about it though, like
I'm trying
when
to mark it for you, dude.
when he was coming up, there was really no straight line.
There was
Like you didn't know where it was gonna. You didn't know where fighting was gonna take you. Did you fight on that card at the Toyota Center when that kid died 3 days later? You did, right?
that was
That was a Renegades card. That was Saul Solis's card.
No, wait.
no.
Bellator.
That was Vasquez.
So I
That was
didn't.
Vasquez.
I didn't fight in it.
Yeah.
Did I fight in it? I don't know.
I thought you
Rocky
fought on that
Long
card.
was- Rocky
I've had a
Long
lot of
was-
Howler
But
today.
I
I'm
fought
you know.
the guy that
died.
No, the guy that beat him.
that beat him.
What was
Oh,
his name?
all right,
Sandoval?
shit. No.
What was his name?
No, Vasquez.
The guy that beat Vasquez. Vasquez is the guy that died.
Man, I don't remember who
Vin?
it was.
No.
He was from
Vince.
San Antonio. I
Yeah.
thought it was Vincent Sandoval.
No,
or
go
something.
down. I fought him.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Goddamn, pal, y'all took like a turn for like
So
the
that-
morbid. I'm
that
like over here
That'd be down here.
trying to figure out who died on a fight
Vince
card.
Lombardi?
Vince
Lombardi.
There you go.
Lombardi
Yeah, I fought him
Sammy
after
Vasquez.
that happened.
and Sammy Vasquez.
Yeah.
Then you beat Vince Lombardi.
Yeah, he did.
How long was that fight?
Let's see here.
Could have been long.
And was that Renegades?
It doesn't say. It was 08, so it just says Texas.
I think it was
Red
like the first round.
I think that was. I'm pretty sure that was Renegades in 08. I'm pretty sure.
So Saul did more shows after that kid
did.
died.
Yeah.
I thought that for
Saul
him,
did-
I thought that was
Saul
it.
did shows up until like 09, 2010, something like that. Because I remember going and seeing like Pat Bierschwal and Terrence Gardner,
Young
Craig,
Guns.
Craig Gardner. and
That
all
was
those
Young
guys.
Guns. You changed the name.
Young Guns card, yeah.
And you know who used to run that division? My brother.
Oh yeah.
Frank Pineda.
Jose
Jose
Santibáñez.
Santibáñez, yeah.
That was 45, 55.
He was at 55, I think. Yeah, because we were all fat at that time.
Monster. Yeah.
Dude,
When you were fighting on like those earlier cards, was the commission and the way everything worked the same? You remember it being like it is now?
No.
You've been to a bunch of our
it
weigh-ins
wasn't.
and stuff.
No, it wasn't like that.
So how would they do it? Like how would the weigh-ins go?
Like the
and-
weigh-ins, it was like the same, but like how it is like with the UFC, where like they're fucking on your ass, looking at your fucking
Watching you piss.
and everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
I know
It was
because they just implemented drug testing for Texas pros. Like for me, it's
In the
been
last
what?
few years.
It's been like 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
and I've been doing it since 10.
It's gotta be
There
frustrating,
was
man.
there was ones that
Oh,
would
it's
pop
horrible.
up. It popped up every
horrible,
now
bro.
and then, but I mean,
I always got drug tested with y'all.
I hate pissing
'Cause you were
next to a
always the main
stranger
event.
at Minute Maid Park,
that's
dude. I
why?
couldn't
Yeah.
imagine like
Oh.
a state
Yeah, you were always the
official
main event. They're
watching
always
me
gonna
do that.
They're always gonna do the main event, and then they're gonna random
I
2
was
other
like,
fights.
why am I always getting
Every
fucking
time.
drug tested?
They like to look at his pecker.
I mean,
Yeah,
clearly you're on steroids,
Yeah.
or you have a beautiful penis that's kind of, the legend has spread, and they
It
want to
might
see
be
it.
the second one.
They want to see it. He has a tattoo that says fire truck.
No more holler.
it's
How much you drank over there, Wayne? Not enough. Not enough.
Well, I mean, I did put away most of that bottle. This is like the new stuff.
That's his
Most
first
of-
one.
Yeah,
No.
this is my first one. Yeah, yeah.
It
This
sounds like it sounds like old Chris Castillo trying to drink over here. Right now.
so if you,
no bullshit.
If you
Hey,
look at,
hey, don't Chris Castillo me, bro.
if you look at y'all's team, like who do you think are the next big guys coming out of there? Obviously, Josh Van's your guy.
That's
No.
Was that the same question we asked you earlier?
Did we ask you that
Too
earlier?
much howler for this dude.
I
too.
think so. I think we covered that already, Eric.
So I know we got Van.
Oh, where
But there's more guys out of his team than Van that are
like
going
right now.
this
who,
year.
Who was
that are going
actually
this
in
year.
top right now? It's what Hector's in top right now, even though he took a freaking loss. But
Yeah.
he'll come right back. He'll bounce back. He's
Well, he's
about
a-
to start
he-
training with us. He took a little leap. Like he was on his own little world for a second, but he's about to come back.
Well, we're gonna main event Hector on that 521 card.
Yeah, and he's gonna
He
kill
dropped that
everybody.
yesterday. Yeah.
You'll see. He's back with us now, man. He's back all the way, and he's mentally gonna be right.
Hector Signs.
Yeah. Do you keep up with our featherweight division at all?
No, it's bullshit division.
Not really?
No, I don't give a shit about those.
Pop off some featherweights.
I'm a
Ju-
UFC fighter, dude. I'm busy.
Justice Torres, Michael Aswell,
Abdul's a 35er,
Abdul. Oh, there's two
Abdul.
Abduls.
Michael
Abdul
Aswell got a
Jabbar.
main event coming up again.
and I don't think he's gonna main event that June card. Leo Mana's
no.
back.
Oh,
Diego.
oh yeah.
Diego Lopez.
Looking
Yeah,
forward
have
to
you kept
that.
up with Diego Lopez at all? He's 21-5.
21-5. That was
Yeah.
a good
Diego
record.
Lopez, not Diego Reyes. Different guy.
No.
Jesse Butler.
Jesse Butler.
There's
Matt
a
Jones.
there's-
Look,
Jason
I would
Butler.
keep
Dude,
up
Jesse
with it,
Butler's
but they
a
don't let me in the front
badass, man.
door. Like I would keep up with it, but they don't let me fucking inside.
Well
fair
played,
enough,
sir.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, how can I get in? Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get
You
in.
gotta come through the back.
All right.
You're gonna come through the back, and the only way you're getting in is if you have this flask with you. If you don't have,
show 'em.
if you don't have this Howlerhead whiskey flask, you're not getting in. Dude, this is so badass.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Hey,
When were you gonna tell me you got these, Rich?
Bitch, it was a surprise.
Motherfucker.
record what you just said so I can show to the back.
Bro, this is so badass. You know, my brother-in-law gave me one of these for his wedding.
A Howler head flask?
No, it wasn't. It was just a
Like,
regular.
he's got a sponsorship deal with Howlerhead too.
Damn.
They don't
It
just
was
pass
just a
those
regular
out.
flask,
Yeah, yeah.
but this one's way
Did you
better.
put your name on it or anything?
Yeah,
You know what,
but his
Jason?
was better.
You know, Jason, you better start working and
Hey,
go
man, can you-
holler at them.
Can you turn
and,
that around so they could see that on camera?
Bro,
And
that's
I need
so
to
bad.
start
Eric's like putting the back of the
getting
flag
paid
camera.
to hold this.
Hey, we'll
Hey,
make
look,
sure-
it even matches his outfit. This is a fucking photo.
Hey, listen,
shoot.
we'll do this. We'll get a picture with Pitt and the flask and a bottle at the end.
All
I'll
of
send
us
it
are
to
holding a
Jason and
flask.
Jacob, and we'll say, "Hey guys, what are we doing here?
Right?
What are we doing? It's ridiculous."
He literally drank 2 bottles.
Jesus. Hey, if you ain't getting Howlerhead, at least get some regular head.
That's another good tagline. I don't know if we're authorized to use that or not, but
If you're gonna get head, get some Howlerhead.
Hey, if you
Boom.
ain't getting
There's
that
a
monkey
T-shirt.
spirit,
That's a
at
t-shirt
least
right
get that
there.
monkey.
You're
I
welcome,
like, I
Howlerhead
like the
whiskey.
shirts too.
get that monkey
Oh, we got
spirit
plenty of shirts
on
for
you.
you.
Yeah, those shirts.
Oh, we'll have a shirt for you Sunday.
Well, how about 5 of them?
If it's gotta be head, get
5 shirts.
Howlerhead.
They might all be the same, but
Yeah.
Someone get the bottle away from
He's
him,
sweating-
man.
he's
He's just,
sweating 'em.
this is what happens. He starts adding numbers that don't make sense. He just
Yeah, I hear
Hey,
and all
don't let me
that,
start
right?
set- don't let me
Hey,
set
start making
contracts.
max right now.
Hey, take
Yeah, I
Eric's
just heard
checkbook
that.
away from him right now.
All right, what do we got coming up besides this weekend?
Fuck if I know, man.
Hey, we just kicked off like a massive 8-week run. We're headed to Tulsa
Ask me,
on May
dog.
7th at the UMAX Center. Tickets available at FuryFC.tv.
What day?
May 7th,
That's in
Okay,
3
all right,
weeks.
he's got it right.
Sunday,
Okay.
May 7th.
Just
See,
making
he was
sure.
ready to break
You
my
skip,
balls,
You skip
dude.
Sub Hunter.
Hey, We're on Fury
it's
Unleashed.
another brand.
Are we doing like Sub Hunter Unleashed?
Sub Hunter right to paycheck.
Hey,
go
man.
ahead. Go ahead and
Where's,
go ahead.
wait,
Sub
time out.
Hunter on what? 4:30.
4:30.
4:30. April 30th. Submission
30th,
Hunter Pro right
Submission
here
Hunter
in
Pro.
Houston, Texas. Tickets available at FuryFC.tv.
5-7 then.
5-7. Hey, now we're
He's
on.
lost.
Now
Now he's
we're on
fucking
you.
lost.
Now I've got like the next two.
5:21.
In my defense, I don't get these notifications in advance. I gotta like check my Facebook Messenger to see
be fair,
what I'm
we're
tagged
still
in.
fucking working on him.
Okay.
Hey, who runs Sub Hunter?
Some asshole named Eric Garcia.
Who's the matchmaker?
Some dick named Rich
Oh,
Burmaster.
you want to do it?
Who's the
again?
matchmaker?
You want to do another one?
You're
No,
talking.
I
You're
wanna-
talking to both of them, man.
Who you trying
Who's,
to get on?
who's the guy that I was just talking about?
J
Steve
Boy keeps asking.
What's
me
Okay,
to
who's
get on.
Steve?
Portillo.
Portillo.
All right, I might have to go talk to him.
Ooh.
I hit him up on
Oh,
Instagram.
I thought he wanted to like
no,
face
I,
Steve.
I
Okay,
hit him
okay.
up on Instagram,
Yeah, Steve
and I was like,
Portillo, my
I got a
homeboy.
couple guys. I felt ignored.
At the
All
end
right,
of the day,
I see him regularly. I'll talk to him, man.
we
Just-
oversee
just-
everything.
Just hit up one of us.
Just hit up one of
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
No, just talk
Hey,
to me.
So,
just
so
talk to me.
To be fair, 4:30.
It's all kids card.
4:30 is all kids.
Kids
Like,
and
Okay.
it's all kids.
I didn't know
I got
that.
a couple kids. I got a couple teenagers.
You want me to hype a all kids event
No, no.
on
There's
this
like 4 black belts.
on
Frank
this
Pineda.
alcoholic
We have 4
podcast
black belts on it.
on a kids event?
Yeah.
Frank Pineda wants to do
I'm
it.
so confused right now.
A heavyweight.
I think that's July 25th. We're doing. I dropped the apply now.
May 14th. What's May 14th?
Nothing.
And who gave a kid a black
day
belt?
off. Taking a day off.
July 25th. I dropped the apply now for another sub.
So we got. So we have
You sent me a
521.
list.
521 Fury Challenger Series 5.
4.
4. Fuck.
Yeah, four.
Hector Signs is
We've only
the
done
main
3.
Yeah, Hector Sign. We just dropped that poster yesterday.
Lester Jr.'s back.
6'4". We
All
head
right,
out
the
to
unit, Lester Bottrace
6'4".
Jr.
We head out to New Orleans. Maybe able to bring your boy out there. I'm just saying, Rafa.
611 is Fury Amateur Series Houston.
Yes.
625 is Fury 81.
So we're doing a Fury Amateur Series?
Yeah.
We're back to all
Yeah,
amateur.
we're gonna go back to doing some all amateur cards.
Show me that
all
guy
right.
for Rafa.
All am. He's fighting Nico this weekend.
Yeah. Well, so it's Junior Morano. Since we're just
Oh,
gonna throw
that
that.
guy is fighting
Nico this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
155.
Yeah, I thought we had switched the Fury Amateur
mean,
Series to Fury
almost
Challenger
identical
Series,
records.
where we just
Okay.
kind of mix the two. It'll be fun to see more amateurs on a card.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
it's almost like
Hey, we got to show
Perfect.
some of these new amateur promotions how it's done.
That'd be a good fight.
To be fair,
Woo!
When is that one? In Louisiana?
6'4", New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah, come down and we'll make sure that we get you. Oh wait, well you fight what?
6'3".
6'3". So you need to hurry up and get that done. Fly into New Orleans.
Boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom.
party
you
in New
fly
Orleans.
from Vegas. Jason's actually coming to that New Orleans show,
Yeah.
Okay.
so you
Just tell
fly
him,
with
tell
him
him,
from
just
Vegas.
tell him to get you a ticket.
Jason
get
House
him on
with
the
the Iridium. Always good to see Jason House. Good
Hey,
to see him
then
in
we
New
work, do
Orleans.
the show, and then we go party.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
burnt.
Just tell
Perfect.
Jason House, get me on your private jet. I'm
There
gonna
you
fly
go.
back with you. I think he takes a helicopter.
Freaking Rich.
I don't know what that dude
He probably does.
Take that shit from Rich. Take the
Hey.
Howard.
What?
from Rich.
What did
Like,
I
hey,
do?
can you fly me with you?
Hey,
No, but for sure, if you put him, I'll be there. Cause
That's the fight to make right there.
yeah, for sure.
That makes the most
We just
sense.
gotta get past this weekend.
We gotta
We
get
can
That's
get
it.
past this weekend, and then we'll go from there.
I think
He already hit me up and asked to be on that card in New
Okay.
Orleans because he
Well,
lives there.
win or lose,
It's
that'll be a
just-
good fight because Rafa is coming off a loss.
Well,
my-
as long as this dude don't get hurt.
right.
That's
yeah,
the problem.
that's all I'm saying. Like minus injury, he's fine.
Yeah. Good to go. Because, I mean, I don't take that. I think my boy Nico ain't no bitch.
No, he's not.
No,
Not at all.
it's a tough ass fight, man.
So, yeah, it'll be good. I'm ready. I'm down. Wait, I'm not the manager. Call Jason.
I feel like you got
Call
inroads.
Jason, my bad. Call
I
Jason.
feel like we can make it happen.
He already said it.
Yeah.
You hear that, Jason?
Tell
Jason
Jason.
Hayes?
Pitt's
said-
over here agreeing to
Pitt
terms.
said it's fine, man. Pitt said it's fine. Hey, so what is it like? So how long have you been with Iridium now?
10 years.
I've been going for 2 years.
Man, those dudes
2?
are.
Isn't it?
No.
It's when I first got into PFL.
That was like
2
4 years
years.
ago.
How long?
That was before COVID, right?
Dude,
It's
I'm
been a
fucking-
while,
That was
bro.
before COVID, I think.
All right,
Give me
no-
this
no
shit.
more.
No, it's because I was talking to Jason about you when you were fighting for us.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like been about 4.
It's been at least 4 or 5
You know,
years.
Wow.
you've seen different like management companies kind of come and go.
Yeah,
What's it like over there, man? How do you like working with the guys at Iridium?
I like it.
Yeah, they're good dudes, man.
Yeah, man. You know, especially for me, man. You know, like everybody, oh, he's old, he's old.
Who's old?
They say I was old for the longest.
And
The
small.
managers
Don't
did?
don't forget
No,
small.
not
Don't
the
forget small.
managers. Yeah,
The smallest, oldest steroid abuser ever.
they just don't understand that. You know, old or not, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna fucking bang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put on
No
a
matter
show. It's
what.
exciting.
You know,
hey,
there's-
Adam Martinez is older.
Yeah,
He's fucking exciting, man.
he is.
I'd rather see an exciting older guy
Yeah.
than a boring younger one.
Well, man, I don't think there's ever been a boring
Never.
Daniel Pineda fight.
Ever.
And I really don't think it's possible as long as the other half of the fight is Daniel Pineda. You know, like so. I can tell
Judges
you,
put your
as someone,
scorecards down.
as someone who's watched you for what feels like fucking forever now at this point, man, it has been amazing and just so awesome as a fan to sit back and watch you perform and just thank you. Like the way you go out and put your body on the line and what you do, it's been amazing, man. And I can tell you, you know, we share a mutual coach one time, Makako. I got my brown belt from Makako. I love that man to death. And you were one of the first guys that he really was like, this dude gets it. Like, and I remember talking with him about. He goes, "Oh, Daniel Pineda, yeah, Daniel Pineda.
He's a real one.
And it's awesome to see, man. It's been a crazy journey, and it's not even fucking done yet, dude. And like, thank you for all you've done for just
6 more
Texas
fights
MMA,
minimum.
man. 7. I think he's got 7.
6 more minimum.
7, 3 more kids. So it's
God.
30.
maybe one kid more. That's it. My little
Hey, you gotta
devil
have your little
child, too
pit.
crazy.
Have
Hey
your
guys,
little pit
I think we can leave it right there. The time for talk is over. This has been Fury Unleashed
with the pit.
with Pineda. Woo! Caw, caw, caw. Diego.